All right. We say for Aquaba, we did the couple of Aquaba. So we share that and we share that we share that so it was anti Aquaba. I mean that we are about be seen there. Na you call your name so our bravo. Catch you in say now share link also share the link. Yes, share the link. Akwawa 2000 watch I one me be we free. Akwawa and dear be yes, maybe all be I know we are sorting. Mr. Caesar Michel. Blanks and Jeffrey Michel, Ishmael, Kwam Sifa, Michel, watching from the map, yes, cook from Paul, Black Sheriff in Yanawara. Okay, and Yachovia, Monia Binti say, yes, you are the Waha. Monia Binti, say, yes, you are the Waha. Right, welcome. Thank you very, very much. And anyway, Topology, reason many fail in life. Reason many fail in life. But only the entire confusion bro. Unquit. Yes, when you're Juba and as well school people. Then quit. Director, so the one who said about you said an office of Bono. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Into our wish you be on your YouTube, your Facebook, and YouTube was how to be subscribed. There were over 2,000 videos or you can be brave. Wow, YouTube, so your Facebook could be brave. So share the or Facebook. It is all YouTube now about Facebook. So it's Sally Boga Aquaba. And it's all about Ghana. Okay, all right. So welcome. Won't your books in be the books in Amazon, Kindle. The books in actually books by 30 in our until Okoha when be at all. Now I can kind of see. All right. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. All right. Okay. In the share, the Panaka gradually and I tried. So, and I brought for and the mood kakra. But you might waiting there copy. Yes. So thank you very much. This is financial intelligence. To unpacking kind of with my I can one page every day. I feel you know what to back. About waiting in the enable Unibia. And then so with my Barbara born according to your terms. Society Lancashire design will be amount of that. And society in your wagons will be more. So what I say. This is say systems. And this is perspective. This is financial systems. This is our newest book. To wait me happy. What kind of microphobia towards it? The whole Ghana. Nipa 2,600 is a millionaires. No, will be there to hold you. Some of them will grow for it. Be among Chirimuye. Kura, Osha die a walk Ghana ha, a die a walk Ghana ha. Was the answer millionaire was the answer of $1. Then I catch a phone did. We are here in Kokano both. And as some of the ever to be a muscle. All right, this is resilience. And a diet will we have a kind diet will be called a lot of crowd, kind dime, kuma quiet, for dear. Bakubia, no more. The check the catcher says, 2,000 something. Pet no was I dying to be out to Albania. So the common dollar of crowd would probably $1 billion. Why do you believe in this? Like, look at all these businesses. But surprisingly, people will even calculate and go to a extent of telling you, oh, my business is not normal and can't do more media to shares. Financial expert, but unlimited opportunities. This is African advantage. That's why your number one duty as an African is to free yourself. Because no, it's your duty to educate yourself so you can be free. And that's the beauty about education, self-education, so that you can get yourself out of this quagmire, out of this confusion, because listen, if you say, what you're clear, if you're not free mentally, you're not free. And you cannot be free mentally with weak knowledge, with weak data. It's not possible. You cannot be free mentally with weak knowledge and weak data. And as a matter of fact, as an African, you cannot be free with the knowledge that these people have shared to us, or shared with us, if they have shared with us at all. So when I was a pay, you'll be timid on age as well. Dear crash for energy, Obomo de Grano Mosa, you'll be a zero how moody for classify Ghana economy. Ghana economy, no. The Nkofono, Omoye professionals, lawyers, accountant, Sankofoni DHino. Ghana economy, no, 10%. We are saying to be another quarter money more. I will be a year phone with a court. Phone near 1,000. Lawyers will pay 2,000 class out of what now the actually. Sankofo. And your money rule economy, no. As a politician, no more. The IMF become more. You do much. Rebel. I Ghana crowd my had. Whatever which now, sir, formation if you train the brain out, just no money dear. More crowd when he. So one pet in dear for fraud. Now, would this, independence, information, night here. When in ye. When I bet now, how can say? Ghana crowd be a cat, I say. Ghana has a Caribbean or her. Be a comfort. When I make a cast answer, do be a Juba ha, open or high Deloitte, no matter a yammer, feasibility study amount. And it will be to America on a feasibility study. Wow, and war over tunnel, and war over tunnel, Ghana. Open consultant to be no better CC tunnel, what I say. Again, is screwed. To bones it. Tell me, I'll be a to one hour when you're Bosiano. No pay investor when you have breast pay investor and then. You're going to be brave, you come how much is soon to me as you. No more doors. Woman at 10 years, and I won't be the system. By our shall we want, or the thing you hold. As I shall we want, no, as I said, a young bush. And one boy, you as I will send my way, right? Commodores, we now won't be the last time, maybe more. So, I'm going for again. I'm telling you. Ube business now do much, maybe 100%. Make us a mini BHO, Kakrabi, Muka now they're quite dream. Yes, I want to be your Ghana. Cram catch up because they're simple Kurana Kofu Bayama. They're very simple solution to tell me how to move to another quadrant. Many on international. We need Taku. Kakra, when you're so sad, you much. Be ever say, but they are grow. But anyway, yeah, well, it's a free world. But really, think. There is something we call cultural intelligence. Cultural intelligence. If you don't have that one, you struggle. If you don't have cultural intelligence as an African, you struggle. And many of our people are like that. You're struggling. We will now address it. Then be able to a suit or tie. Slick. So it's not free. Because new year final. And baby on now or bravo. We didn't come up and the topology. We're talking about reason. One reason. Here, Nipan baby failure we are saying. It's a topic way. my dream watch you, but my wife. I'm going to school because yeah, normal people don't contact. We almost say contact topic. They say pa, but here the Barbara boom. You have contact. O sua no kwa chira. We say, idea. Sisi ano pepepe. Sisi ano. Pepepe. Nipa ni bebre ye die yente ase. Enti na ye ni nkuni mo abrabo mu. Bebre obi ankyerɛ sisi die. Bebre yente ase ene sɛ ye wo ye ba wi ase na ma me wo papa wo. Ye do to abusua bi mu. Ena ye do ko sku ye do so won sa mi so say da ma me de me kwa asɔre ma me kwa asɔre a na o de me kɔ. Duru ba bi ra sɛ me anka sa me kɔ. To bi a me kwa asɔre na. Me nkɔ na me wa fo no kokora fo nkɔ na ma ko tram bi abɔ mpae. Roma so de. Let sapa nkokora fo no obi a nkɔ a me nkɔ a me kɔ. Na ba ko transfer asu rozura. Ane sa because ma me de hye me mu. Nti me duru ani mu na me soro ye na me se me nkɔ bi. But me so no me nkokora fo. And they say na they share reefs bisa na nyum me ka me ofa kwaku jamfi nyum bia na ombo na nampadu mu ne pa abobo mu nyum bebre ko dwantwi mu nyum sa no mo ne nyina hye pu yadwe amsi bibia wo ne bobia si enyame si abono sa de no so be bon faso a si esitie no ensisa mfa ho de betimi de aye ne bobia nkasa no the very original state of it does not change. Betimi de aye normal be brave, but the core, the value of it does not change. So we shall be a wetimi aye be significant. Adia obo ade de ball no de ba wiase. Won free ho. Wa penim de bebre. Ama wotimi ye ni ye. Wotimi akoba bebre aye ni ye. But the very core, who he is, his talent, his giftings, it doesn't change. The reason many people don't do well and they just work for salary and work with their certificate is because their very core, who they are, their deep gift and talent were never touched. Woman who could no maso sumuye, no dia nante. Tupa bisa hone. So one kasa. And yet the uko school goes behind you, there be, you know, as a oh, your inner being. What do you think? At the very things that which a way there, this is a gift that I came with. With school or without school, this gift I came with it, and you've been able to discover that gift. Because that gift is your core. Na sad no na was a gaudi. Na no moment ye did me di huo. So one for sad na I'm a nanti. I'm a so for so man so a man for so money pa. With my president, you still fail. With my by whoever, with my by a lawyer, they said again. Because many of them, they are not lawyers. If you're a lawyer, you will see it. The core duty of law is to stand for justice. Because you grow for now, change your seminar, you are not a lawyer. So you didn't have to go to school to be called one. And that's why you'll not be great there. So topology is your core, who you are. and how you're able to get knowledge, to expand it, to grow it. And it does not matter the turbulences that you meet in life. You are still able to keep the core nature, the true value, and to expand it to other areas so that you can impact lives and change destinies. If you don't find that, you will fail in life. It's one who you will fail. So what try to now share normal. And I don't think that yeah how could I use the So what is your intrinsic desire? And that desire is where your greatness is tied to. No. I wouldn't so good so open the go for the no. And some of these topics, utia on here because I'm for so. But we may be any part game. If you are game, we are almost normally be very easy for you to understand. And that's why the people who really do well in this life, they don't forget who they are and what they've been standing for all their lives. So the upper pick it, if you have before you could pick one. The entire warrior anything significant is because they have not deviated from who they really are, their strength, their core nature, what they really stand for, whether they are philosophers, they are industrialists, they are IT people, they are doctors, they are lawyers, they are politicians, they are writers, any field, they are business people, entrepreneurs. The core duty, the reason you know them is because they did not deviate from their very essence. How many people have you seen? I will name. So one we are say oba no. Was me say na me tie say na nyame bo me we na mpese me ye. Indeed the me mpese me ye na bia wo Ghana happen. It mean to kwan ko ba bia me tra Ghana ha ya. Na ma ye ne kakra sua na ma ye. Na ma toko so aye sa kopem sa ati ni be ye. That core belief. We in 400. You don't know what culture was a visa muna ye or copy capital. Or probia manasonensa. Pebusiani or Pemoa or Panonte or Pesobolo. This topic we better what I say. It doesn't believe that. So that is the reason many people fail. The moment you deviate from that, and the moment you deviate from that, you are on your path to average, if not failure. Because no pen now and found the better still utimiko. Now your innovation, your creativity, your strength, your resilience, your stand for the truth, your compassion is unlimited once you are in that form or shape. And your wisdom is explosive. Your knowledge becomes unlimited. It will be a nkoma yedie yenkrofo ye no omonam afutu a omudi to ye kakra bi na beka kire o se kwabna be gidi se we na nyame de domo into wahuni ye na ye ni ye enye nnenne so beba mfaso but yero ho koso na we na wasomu na wahu na wo ye no It's a factory out person build, a 4-year person, and yes, you can't do any meeting out you. Because of this, I don't know, it's only part of you. It doesn't change, it doesn't depart from you. You are probably bad with it. It's you, it's actually in your DNA. That's you. You can change form and shape. You can even be moved to another country, but that thing does not change. You do say. And go for a baby. Okay, medicine, they will change our politics, do a law, do a way. And none of it is linked to the development of our country. It's in their pocket. Or joining politics, not because you will bring change. Somebody will be in your position or buying the money on or start a business. Not because of meeting their system be on the chrome. Somebody will be Jessica. No pet or the or yeah, for somebody or the budgeting and yet the power of the best sound. No. It was a big to be see. I was in a packet of normal circle. Because it's not in that. I'm saying that this is one of the reasons people don't do well in life. The reason we fail. And yet, wrong course now go in university now. Sometimes even you oba na war and nice oba man war. And you was your body of him. And you uti na anye. You deviated from your very core. Well, I went to me and to us. No be any so nedia, obi any media, won't even can't say uni. Maybe a surona usro so the bayajuma, but uni. Who you think you are, your life is about. The purpose, your gifting. And no matter what you do them without getting tired. Tempi and answer free move. We are not so be until I can found. Won't will be a young kruma, but won't quack in kruma. You're so special. We don't say so more about a cosa. Will be a mechanic, but won't quite start so you'll be car. Every problem that everybody is running from this kind of issue, but you don't see it. You think you have the core to solve it, and you solve it, and people see that this is special, and yet you don't develop it. Jano, that's what many people don't really do well in life. To boys who and one will be uncanny be. When you be we are seeing kind of be anyone abroad society because of that thing. And many of us have been misdirected, largely because of school I call any courses I call in school. And many of us have Africans particularly a visa so come visa count. Visa count. You move be brave, we have deviated from that core. When you find it, you sell everything to have it. And if they take that one from you, they can give you everything. You will still not be happy. Topology. Is in knowledge. Is in how you use your time. Is in your sense of purpose. Is in your network. There's a core belief or core truth. I also so well who was unyabi. core truth in that. Once you deviate from it, that's it. Every one of us. It's even in culture and our identity, our history. The reason many Africans struggle is because we have deviated from our very core, our essence, our who we are. The moment I'm really baby home. Na me refi baby, me fi. Na me pese me beye nipa foforo. Emfa ho. Ye me kwa akọchichire. Enyina. Because I've deviated from my very essence. Because this one does not change. It does not change. To those who say, oh, my free, me call why, me call you the way. Oh, sorry. Your network may take away. Obetime akobabia was akoya adwuma wanya sika. We do 50 years about it. He thinks he has almost everything, but he's still not happy. And there's something that is missing. Because the very core, he deviated from it. He sacrificed everything for that one. And so, oh, chichiri bibi o we say, oh, bo bra, oh, yo, bibi o we say, remember who you fit, who you are, where you come from. Your core formation, don't deviate from it. You can adapt, you can improve, you can be stretched, be a bit messy, but don't forget your very essence. Because you cannot achieve your greatness if you forget your very essence. Won't me? And the entire before you move because this very basic law of success. So who say way na what's me de my braboni nyina ye. Na wo tu ho ahye saade no. Na wa ye mfietu no. Yes, wo de pesika pe. Na wo de asesa destinies. Na sa wo kokra na ni wi ase e be kai wo. Ye mu dodo se na yetimi atu ye ho adi bibi achi ade ba ko mienu miensa. A wo sha ase no kwa teams animonyam bi anim. Problem be a society more will be as one team solve one kwa two washe will be as a man, but still win himself will be as the winner was also ye. I won't call what don't want bar for a year. Guama will now for saying, and I was more to watch a year divisa. Upa boba coulding. And yet, fet will be a near chili, but one uncle say, I dear we inquire what Ghana. Name free we say. Nama swallow. Say malaria. Say HIV. Say it be a waste in our environment. Lack of proper education. Maybe harsh economic systems. Maybe we a computer. We build a factory. What who specific problem? What you say? You would devote your life. You sacrifice your life to solve that. How many of our friends, how many of our families have you seen have that oneness of purpose. How many? Tell me one. It's not popular, but something that they solve. And when they are absent, you can remember them. They devoted themselves to say this one, if nothing at all. When I'm no more, yes, can go on. One casa bizarre. Braba old boy. A dear back be problem be pan away my more what just some say me. And once I wouldn't miss out now, a bin now one is no. As a matter of why you're failing. You're failing. Yeah, no, a salary, a certificate, a job, a visa, a empire, a political position, a map, any bushia for a memper who has a memoir will be a dear bane now who is society. Say Ghana, say Abuja, or Africa, how we are say. I would drink say, oh no, Yamido, but you are says I don't know what's family. And the one who said the panel ya drink, said the panel ya drink. Would you be Biabisuan Sadino? Because I know how the ballet. Now a politician now the assistant what solves our problem now and say what we are saying. To be a what in the DBA able to DBA. Our significant your body will be a because I'm back. Nipa we know the Muslim. That is what they solve. Devoted all their time because they did not deviate from who they originally were. It must be, and the moment you stay core to that, you stay original to that being, to that original nature. Did you know what me do? You also always a business or no na and grophobia and sika no jay. We are sure pass it. We are sure. And no pan out the by we say was oh yeah. Grown on board and go be guy. What we go with the prison. If you can trouble so. Na baba mu. You will be losing that time, you know, why you did this? No, you are not in your topology. Nothing. You are very much elastic. You're not rigid. You can adapt. You can change, but you still stay true to your core, who you are. You stay true to your discipline, to something that is honest, credible. You don't change. And to bet me free, I could be before flow. But him say kwabanani, between whom be our home in about 20 years, be as the same 40 years. But to share where we are, the principles not the guiding and no son. The values, it doesn't matter where he is now, he still sticks with them. And that is the mark of somebody who becomes successful in this life. The very core, truth, they don't change. The principles, they don't change. Things that don't change with them. Methods and ways of doing things can change. But who they are, their love for knowledge, their love for humanity, those things don't change. And they live in a higher realm of thinking and understanding. The way we that could be my way. The BBS when you now pesoya. It didn't now pesoya. Is there any higher spiritual sense? It didn't know yet. It doesn't have higher spiritual sense if it's only about money. And if it's only about you. So one corner benefit it has weak sense. It's not spiritual. It's not high. To both or corner be big to a bumper, be big to a bumper, no attempt. To both be BS when you are. And found Nipa Jawa Chidi, Nipa no woko, Nipa bo assume esre wo. And found se wouldn't hunyan sampo. Quite a bit fast or quacusia, sign Yansan if you're mono. Wabusia. Because you said no, so way. And that is the reason many people fail. Because many of us, a wholesale knowledge in your it's wholesale knowledge. It's what they taught us in the classroom. That's it. That's what we run with. And if you run with the knowledge they give you in the classroom, you'll be like all of us, average. And both your soul will ache. Your soul will ache. Because nothing original, nothing innovative, nothing trailblazing comes out of you. Because you don't think of the group. And this open so may be significant at last. Go to your inner being. Who are you? What's your heart desire? Come as what the end of the day. 19 years is any part. Now, in fact, ye dear, and pum to no coso, and qua, a pomodane, in dear, no mapa, I'm ready pa. Vazoni Susa. It is all personal politics. Yate. The entire personal MP. So we are going to go tie. Will be try but eventually you know that you are fake. I tell you that some of them you have seen them. They know that they faked because they went there for themselves. You can become a doctor if it's only for you. All the problems in the health sector, you have devoted yourself to say that by the time I may feel yes, this problem in the health sector should not be there. The lawyer, you see all the complexities and the bad things that people do in taking advantage of people. You might catch yourself, by the time I am out of here, this one should be solved. You're an engineer, it's the same. You're an accountant, whatever. We a business person, and as all the no one is go for us now. Now they show about no this will die. Because we can always say, some go for I started to come because they live for themselves. That's what many people fail. Because the moment the greatest of success does not stop. There's continuity in creation. Obi a watimi atoto no ye no. Ade o ye no tim se firi na komam. Na ebo adasa, na ebo aye man no. De watimi ahyehye no. Se wo ho, so oni ho into aso wo. Because what in the corner ahyehye. So the sense of purpose, you see truth, you see principles, you see knowledge, you see skill, you see growth, you see identity, you see acceptance, you see rejuvenation, you see correction, and there's constant expansion. And Nuntina, so be baha no be obeying a visa now was a Ghana for one try. Why do you know a form over? Why do you know a form? Who knows that topic we won't even come because one tears a grand rule. TDA. Who has also what Aboriginal and was all basing Grand Dragana and a topic way, or what they didn't know. Yeah, what we need to mean. You can't even grasp it. Okay, big blow again. What does I say? Because we mono and I'm conform we no back as I can say, we mono musia. 10 years. So, person, you know, market, I can say, I didn't conform no yet. What I say, won't you could pay me share? This is the level of their thinking. It's higher thinking. Into one conform dim common for visa honey certificate of honey, a juma name, why in a week is ya. You are failing. That's why you don't know. Then I see that I crowd hand my talk about that's low conversation. It goes a Japadia Nasa, Dumachani be and Yamidi show movie or what trash. Because on commander would name it. So you can't create anything significant. And once you're not creating anything significant, you are indirectly failing. You're failing. Because there's so much potential. You just have to connect with yours. To whom they are. And found home. And we'll go ahead and say, Freddie, the Deviation is here. Warehouse can see a papa BSc. Was it Miss Obi and go school? Omega Cosima, no me. Annie, Nipana or Mount Musica Modisi. One goes with them. But he connected within him. Said Beno me free as a normal can see when I may. And why? Oh, to a uncommodity, you know, I normal, a young kitwa, any. The children over the year. I hope so. Won't call school be a. Or say a Burkina Faso no Mosino. Warehouse cashier. No more later on. Say, would an insured who bed or the end of who is beyond you and your family and your car and your visa. I'm go for I'm for Canada visa. I'm a who and fear dunia can be a raho or brabo in a form. It's as a town that will come. Mrantian Nam ho no V. You're not connecting to yourself. You're not connecting within you. So you're thinking at the low level. When you are in your topology, there's no failure. There's no failure. Arehonio. There's no failure. You see unlimited opportunities. You see them everywhere you turn. You see them. You stretch your mind. The entire uncophobic brain said, if it will be a failure, the brain frustrated, Nirahosa, one in the year in Achradia, Nagana Nenye, and our Ghana Nenyu, Adreno form. The Kram catch on Adreno or form. So they are living below their potential. And then the trail in like you want to me at the piano as well, Bobra. And then as I'm so cultural and conforming penasem and a baby or child and headmaster and pet promotion, work promotion once a month 10 years with the car with the police and promote to me to be about it. You are way behind. You're way below because greatness is in you. One kasaumu and it's consistent, and you have to connect with it. You have to feed it. You have to look for knowledge, skill, create network, connect with others who are thinking at a very high level, doing great things, having big conversations, talking big, changing destinies, changing continents, changing the education sector. We a teacher waha. You see education sector yet. What are you doing about it? Are you afraid that they will sack you? We a doctor waha. We know the problems there. Why are you afraid? We a police officer. Why are you afraid? We're a politician. Why are you afraid? You've been talking, you're complaining. We get on also. You be see. Maybe we are see way nam pesesa. Inti ebesesa. Se nkrofo ne ya adwen, se nkrofo no nya adwen. It doesn't matter. You change it. Obi tu no si wo se wo no be pa adro bi. Bi obi 30 years or collab ye research sa na wonya sa adro. Ene ye nyina ye tobi no. Obi tu no si wo de ye afidie bi all his life. Ene sa afidie ni pa ne bebre nya so mfa so. Obi tu no si wo develop concept, philosophies. Ene ni pa nya ho mfa so. Obi mutu omo si ho ene abonsanfo ne abonefo coin. Ene sumdua bebe bi. Die na wo ye. Unye he, usara ketua na aje ho. Girlfriend be a waja wo na wera ko sa. Easy one iso. Easy one iso. Easy one iso. That's why you fail. Because you didn't have any greater purpose to live for. Tinam krum. You soon ho kwan nye. You ani ni home ranting nya hwe nye omo no wi. Yeah, chemni kwaba. In call for you ignorant, you can see it. For home bar for ye. To who see for home bar for ye. Don't live in your comfort somewhere. Say, Nyamia do my better American tea. The tea, a minimum busia for to be up so you'll be a free. You are living small. Later. Greater things you can do. Greater things. Topology. And the moment you live like that, there's no way you can fail. And it can take you the rest of your life. Because of discover, especially pen run research, I can say a pen run people say, oh, sorry, I don't want to what today machines are when you able. I don't know what a solution to acquire on a boss. Young grove idea now, Dean Boss or one country, won't buy we as a dinner, Dean Boss. A dinner, what to me a devote to. So, with the way now, person, oh, yeah. Say business is now built there, no problem. Build businesses beyond the average. Same phone now, oh yeah, was he quiet? Say, papa be obey ha. And no ma obey any krumu. A dear now, yes, when you saw. One of the deceptions as Africans, the idea to say a buying by me developing. It's a lie. Into your hino on the group, or tries are buying about $2 a month. The Bamba be you quite man, a Bamba be Cisco man, a Bamba the police for the back. I trained for how many years? Might be a mayor. Can't you see it? To what you told also. Say, Chrome have away, school be anyhow, lim free her. No, my school. Until free more, also will be. And anybody who commits to that cannot be a failure. It's impossible. It's impossible. No more, yeah, discussing the edge of watching any do home come more. Humranti ni bi o TikTok ne Facebook abranti pa na se wa hwan ne odo bro ni na say nyame abo we pa na abranti obeti pa discuss. And that's a life of failure. There's so many problems that we as individuals, we must solve them. We are the ones to solve them. And who two and among back one? Nipa di biba beka. No, my papa. Topology. So once you have that core and you develop it, you won't fail. If you deviate from it, you fail. So it's the centeredness, it's the center of your being. It's a core. It's who you are. It doesn't change. Then our Hamid have not been down. Yeah, can't enter any pan be sabi we are say more thing. Name from home me can't say because we are engineer anti oba. Engineers be bra wa abrono who so you need value be a oma me. And I'm a doctor, who will be a doctor. Wow, hey. Well, there's a significant problem pan I will solve. You bet my case why are there? We a teacher. I said I found some out things are crowing on my mindi bini papa nibi. Shenin Christ I now creating about more than crowd was a notification on my brother. Who you know the old dream your visa, sir? You're living a low life. Because you don't even believe that you were called to teach in the first place. So find yours, build it with knowledge, build products from it, build structures, whatever core that you find. Build something. And yes, sir, you're failing. That's why I can tell you. Boy, I'm a boss, and I'm more so the baby has never cooked. Credit card, and I'm going to work to know where you are your mortgage. That's not life. There are greater things that we solve. Say, the bedini, the bedam quantia. There isn't any no money in it. Critical problems that all of us must solve. You have a gift, develop that. I have something, I'm developing that. And you know, by the time I in free, somebody will come and say, these people came to live here. Something beyond us. Yet me nyama no man na hosa yo sa. There be a community be able to be a normal be or a normal improve send a pen or because nipa be brain they live for themselves. That's why. The more we live for us, there will be progress and development at a pace that we want. And the more we live for our individual interests, we fail. We fail. As simple as that. We fail. I'm the Benjamin Semenya Skakakana with Akohemima and Pawaya there. But in Yamibo. All right. It is a one of Zaka, that's a 12. The Biado Zakabia. So, the Biado Zakabia. And from so bit my bar, a man bit my bum. But I was our core believe no. Na what penny dear kakra. Na Tambia, I drink a wooshy idea. The Biado Zabekabia. Wabamumuda. That so long as our Bamumu, not dear woyer. When near bra woyen yen, and in Punto bar, the ye soba. Then fire ye dear emre won't go out at the bra for phone. As a matter of fact, ye did no cry a bank of the more and our bones also so. Umbre crano, Now we say be what. Enti enya brabo no say wo chance na wani abre na mpese me ye no pese you find what problem that you think you are gifted to solve and commit to it. Yeah, I'm years ago, I make coverage today. After 20 years, after 30 years, you still didn't start solving that problem. So you and failure, you will not be far. Doesn't matter. So me didn't come loving that come. And any debate any hey, be I don't know. And them no. We are able to go be piscane. Sigaro any. Why do you want to pay sigaro benyabi? Why do you want to pay go be who dear who? Ye bibi a beboa ma ye nkrofo adwemu atie yakoye bibi society no fa saka bibi na no abaya ba ko send me sika what send me what Facebook message so they are sabia so me person me send this kind of the boy nkrofo okay na me send me number so okay send me WhatsApp ade achi me WhatsApp no so do send 10,000. Them say 10,000 was open crofo a omodwen say omoye adwuma ba omo hia sika ono so person contribute to bibi no aboa bi mabi wo ha no mo disappoint. I'm so why do you want to do that? Also feeling say ono so the bit my no oni ne kunu. I'm so wow. Uko kromu a maame bi wo ho ne maye nan ne ku afrim oton toes oton yadoa bit my can be 10 abom am obi 1,000 se mo fan hye madwuma mu osome mi ensa mesa be bisa wo ye bibi dada se ba kokora timi ebie na adwuma no mu a asesa ni ba fufu okwa auto land cruiser am na utwa ho se ya yogurt boy no boy issue nyina ye fin uto yogurt e kan sesa 50 o ma no 20 e kan sesa 10 no age usane ni ukodwoma woni mai preso sa wo so tu free land cruiser mesi nko na odwen o bo ho bai. That's a life of failure. Uni wa obi ankayo. Biancayo. Nipa ba ko mienu miensa wa ka o mabo ma wo bo wo mo ne no kina wo bo se na afi wonye ma 100,000 of change a generation. So wo ye bi misumi ye bi obi ye bia society ne besesa society ne besesa. So you can't sit back and expect some people to solve it. And I Ghana from Ranty and Kano correct. And I Ghana from Ranty and Kano correct. Then why I found the Mabawan and Kano correct. Ghana, the audience, what is the problem? What have you done as a person about it? Then why I found nothing. You only talk about it. Nothing. Commit your life to solve something. That's where greatness is. One problem. Solve something. Alaji Dangote, OC factories. He has changed the architecture of our economy. What are you doing in Ghana that will change the next generation? What are you doing? Where you were born, maybe a war, a buffia will free more, maybe on an free, maybe I will try it in our year. I can tell you that a normal committee at home for the last 10 years or so teaching is backfire. People's minds have changed. Our money, our resources, our time, input, is bearing fruit. Also, what are you committing to? Or you are just protecting yourself in your interests? And that's where your greatness is, and that will prevent you from becoming a failure in life. To prevent you. Look at any industry. 80-90% of our industry is not in English. Any brofum, forget it. For mechanic for mason for carpenter for electricians, toast. Even I know me cook sorry say there were me. You can form an organization and train them. Some of them will listen. If you think you know something that they don't know. So, topology. This is how you stay out of failure. I tell you. You'll be the gifted by. The whole the was here. A normal okaya, wabemumu. I want for so many pa. I didn't put to over. Of Renobiano. The men can't try me near Ghana, the men can't pitch the Ghana, the answer. Come on, me say, hey, Abrofi, obi to me, Bonnie or Bess wouldn't you to me, Kosha baby. Won't go to Chromobium. Hey, or investigators, you'll be correct to me, Kowari, or bad to me, Kowari, or be, or a criminal, or Kowari, and then wo. Because of information be. The life will. One and Nico Wari wo. If you want feel to and some open when ya. Yeah, dear. What are we committing to? Nothing. What are you committing to? Nothing. There's no greater sense that you are committed. You are not committed to anything. It's only work, job. Me ma, me kuno, and I make a holiday aba. Asa? No greater sense of anything. So you wonder why our world is not improving as it should. Because none of us is committed to anything outside our interests. None of us is committed to our interests. Anything beyond our interests. There are so many things that every one of us can commit to. Even if we have to die in doing that. So that the next generation can live. And being or failing, nobody becomes a failure doing that. And I can tell you that if you think like this infatuation with me, because you live in a higher realm. Obi boys here or more bus stop boys. That's true. Hanama Muska. But they have higher sense of thinking. So long as we are alive, we will solve this problem. Oh, no, be an brand a mini deal of a mini deal and don't go on. And I'm buy it was his school fees. I don't go out the account. What is it these days? Then I made them be a mutual block, and I make kind be that say, Asa. No higher sense of purpose. Don't go come out with the why depressed, you know, it's because you're not deep, you're not thinking, you're not in your topology. You have deviated from it. You are disconnected from it. So when there's chaos and anarchy and frustration and depression, you are disconnected from it. Your call through. To those boys, you know, they are doing higher. They won't go. I'm telling you, they won't go. Because they have found something which is greater than money. They will not go. You try them and see. Tell them that they should come to America. They won't be in haste. The leader, they won't go. To offer send a warrior bank you must stand near brevis as we only have any higher sense. Only on connective way. So it's on the path to fail. There will not be any significant life. And the moment you are consistent in doing this, you're creating net worth. You create a big network of influence, of expertise, of worth itself, of knowledge, of wisdom, of understanding. You are creating technology, you're building assets, you're creating value, influence in society. You can't be a failure. And the truth is that you don't need anything to start, and you don't need anybody's help to start this. So what are you committed to? Maybe engineering student. A lot of these things, a lot of this knowledge that we share. Sales system is not about engineering. Nobody taught us that. These ones, we discovered them ourselves and we put them in books. We overcame a lot of criticism and ridicule. We didn't care. We didn't care. Yeah. We didn't care. We continue to glean, learn, acquire knowledge, be consistent. Doesn't matter who is listening, who does not listen. But it builds because it's connected to our very essence. And nobody can tell us that we have faith. We have no faith. We have no faith. We have no faith. Because when I'm Chromua, when power Jira will not shout, the what that was here. As the baby will be that out him said, this is from his being. Chow. This is an ordinary street boy. What chow the wire? We could not go to anywhere to achieve this. It's not about us having money, no. Nama kurasipa, deep pa no be a show. You love any? Crazy baby, oh, watch out. Forcing back in number be our chairman. So be me that. Me a network them time as well. At be fair. And then me can normal met me a so be a police. Every one of us. Bit my. And so that excuse like Ghana then will be in Boa for near is because you don't understand this principle. And that's why you're failing. These are principles. Once you practice them, you can fail. In this abraboro who are any sika wuni, any school wanko, any busham war, Sanoma we wuni. Bushia up to one among and one. Ibia unims idea me a basis and a pabrabo. And me shall say, a top for my best fat. Maybe no cray, means see you. Suban pa, and your thing. Suban sisa. Well, Viaco baby and any Suban sisa. If we Ghana call America, now they will no crowd out to me kind of Ghana. If you call out John Gondomba, America, them wow. Acquire a dubeko, the road that will lead you to your greatness is not the road of lies. It's only the road of truth that will lead you to your greatness. But the road of lies can appear to be easy and faster and fast. Acquire one name so I will kind of crowd will breno, so I quite don't call baby papa. Because all kind of great war bread for their Kosoneka. They will try and draw with Yanni easy, no, or deviate. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. And no crowd can empty. Here, Panashow, stay put, stay to your core, stay to your strength, stay to who you are. That road leads to greatness. The road that leads to failure is a road full of lies. And you cannot be in your topology in lies, because that is original you. I hope that Brofuna and confusion. And your Brofuna here, can't intend any pan be bravo, no moon who saw. Brofuna more dear, Fache. And my wife was a course of mathematics and go for fairly a day. I'm tired. Tomorrow we are master. We are just a good said. It just I didn't say sit here and no one a dignity. It's mine, sir. No matter for bit my bem, but so sit here and cassa the answer. Now, how what they cried, boy, be as had it here. It did not corana, my men fell full on in a yamuno. What is I see the nanny and yini be papa penny. It would be as a but no one can that original signal as a son. Be a yini, sir. A diaba would be, I don't know, a beam free baby make up at the sun in yini. The moment a baby for baby shame no was an started. I can't trust. That's it. So stay to your core. So if you move from here, you are very hardworking, honest, kind, straightforward in Ghana. Those were core principles for success. Now you go to another country, now you are there's honest, disrespectful, unkind, you have deviated. You can change positions, but you can't change your character. Once you change your character, you have failed. And it's out to any Yamaimuna Subaya. And normal also Yenama Nip and Crawford be Hotom. And that's why people with power, with that character, they fail. Because if you have character, the pains of many will get to you. And we are seeing the most potent force is the truth. That's the only thing that does not change. Everything else is subject to change. So you are only safe when you are with the truth. You found so what the condom one and more ever wait to make power and there will be a yen who said no anymore. It's just a matter of time. You will never fail. So stay in your topology. Stay in your original who you are. You become strong, resilient, adaptable, stay focused. Nothing can break you. And you will never fail. And this one is independent of your background. So for Bushian, it will be a semi business be how you be a facade super winanto. Be our teacher be a fanante. Won't fail that. And will be sending me a message. I was a static cold store on the room. Or sending me a free me, you know what on you need fear the was started. Cold store. Also, so cast of a static cold store. Oh, pesto or mountain, what they create him. And fear do your own static. I started. Was me. So stay with your values, keep learning, build your skills, consume knowledge, create opportunities, create value, stay with the truth, get information, take action, get results, get feedback. It's a loop. Correct whatever has to be corrected. Make sure you structure your activities, put in the effort, and continue to learn. This is the part that you'll never fail. And people who fail, they deviate from this. That's what they fail. Thank you very much. Thank you. And Ochina seminar of Befi, more brochino of Befi say, and we was in Ghana, the business be when you know, topology and our Kabimo was a shoe. Ghana, we business business Ghana for the Musubanya on kind of credit and I Ghana there. I was saying, Garden, they can perceive you as the obegin, oh, you honey, Peso Yedi, approaching for Monka, whatever you would be. I will be trained trouble to say Ghana for name. Monka Sakura Moni Mahoney. Now more money, Pamuni Mahoney, better body. Eddie Muni Mahoney, and the numbers in the Busso. Ochina, numere, no watch. And no song, okay. Imreno, so Ghana time from diaspora to homeland, connecting Ghanaians for business growth and impact. Numbers in the Guso 024-304-5126 and American numbers also in the Guso. So, see, we may said a gift, a tool. It may be a Chamuzanoma won't be. Intibio. Your Betian is a in free Ghana, in free Ghana. No credit say ye dear any approach. I can't, we say, I swear to God, I can tell you that. Can ye dear some view? Wealth is systemic. Wealth is not salary. Wealth, ye dear, freedom is not salary. Is you building assets. In your budget, not for the Africans. How many Africans are living abroad without salary? Living off on their investment. So, Masaki Sikaketwe be kutauno. With my dad and Ekroma. I'm gonna be a because in communities, no, there's so many problems that we can solve there. I'll be Jessica, so bam for so my mind. The main trouble in Ghana, dear. You know, be correct. A colonization, you know. Programming on my programming and my year, Hunia, Yemuye. Na ye mfa nidi ma ye ho ye mfa gidie ma ye nkrofo ne bi no to say be free enum but loosely kind of idea so we didn't need o kasa pe you are still reflecting programming and nkrofo no dia fa mu to go so be our system no bia no and some of ka bia fa ho bia anye and o dream say how to Ghana dia ye dey ni but o kwa bo che dia ye dey that's a lie. It's not true, it's the opposite. Let African economy shut down. A lot of those places, they can't survive the next year. I'm telling you, close to all the borders in Ghana. A lot of the things we're using are changing. It's the injustices. And I'm Africa, it is but we can create something on our own with different knowledge. The pure game. The two any ko phone no me go nyina wa UN is a $1 the $1 yeah so anyway wealth is systemic. It's not 3 jobs to be seen. Okay, it was all right. To meet my journey. Not the old tier on the Ashe. Thank you very much. Thank you. Topology. Hey, bro. This week in your name home view. What is it here? Umpire Bunty. Yeah. Away. What's
Yes, I was. All right, and here that's it. My abusia funny na kwaba. And your more or more tears are bringing at your.
Yes, sir.
It's engineer penny so manso at your own. And here that's it. That's it. And you read the one. Yes, idea. In fact, topic we move a on pie and take that. Aha. Go on my one topology that one take that. Into when you say what they are doing a and now they are commerce. We need to crack the brain. Nema again and nane. Because they move a bro hard doing that too much. Again a dance I won't mean to Tony Ama Mount, won't mean funny among work. Now topic we never my arguing critically. Say a bear didn't yama be go aquam. Na yetimi ahihye ya brabo yie na enkoba sa abrebia na ye yentimi mfa ya adwene nya bibi na wo se yetwan se obi na nya bibi mai because ya bibi fo no ye problem pa no say ye twan se obi nya bibi mai obi nhihye ye die no mai obi nhihye ya brabo no mai enti sa ne ma we ni I know for so long. That is why ye stage na tisi no enti brebia no kwesi broni na ye hwedo one baby be my say ye pe toilet ye pe boho krana ye adwene si entimi ye because adwene ye mfa nye adwuma sa we are always waiting and hoping and this our topics when obi awaya committed na wo tie Mr. Obi bia no we so start here one time webim ono atu anamon na afede obi hu se niam start sesa na brabo. That is why obi awodi wachi bia testimonies no every day be almost Sunday band because our message we no they are like at sepani because enya bowa oye there be adwuma no matter what utina say we say wa adwen o de be adwuma nko ade a to work enti na nipa bebre atie Mr. Obi omo de visa to ho no o de sika to ho no mpo say o de visa to ho no ma o mbeka say they are building businesses here. The testimonies are numerous. Why? Because magic na knowledge na wo de maye enti anwumre ya daase ene niema a wo ye maye constantly wa ho fama wo de kyerɛkyerɛ e maye topics e be maye adwemu abie na niema bia ne ye nim because you are saying obi person odi wawu a odi no krani sio odi nimdeɛ na wo hia no odi besio na se ene Mr. Obin kyerɛ saa niema wo ya e wo se so no mu yie na ye gya kyine edie no ya ye nibi no ye na edi akyine too much e toda wo ye program a omo nibi no they are the same people who will come and be insulting no more dear tem and some hunisa and so no ni hio obi wo hon ma akwasi abrochire no kan sem hunisa no ye obi adwuma so no dear tem wo ko kan na Mr. Obin ankasa den wa ye na wo kire se sem hunisa wontie enti ya se e betire de Mr. Obin ye de be adwuma ye da se na ekoyie nso enti we are living testimonies. We are building that we are building the future that we want. Now, yes, our knowledge moving there. Yeah, that's it. Missing now before forever. Thank you very much.
Sure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And I'm in fact omo takwani bogo so ne asankre guano Mr. Obin books na bi or Western region hano. Bogo so. And let's say me deliver do na ko takrade obi fi France what top books no bi of France. What books ne dia kofi o se o de kogu fie na ne mba na kan on pese on be kan books bi abiem. Why? Because o se o tie Mr. Obin. And you say wo books no or the go fie ho no ne mba ni na wo pe o mpe they will read it. And I'm saying no. What your kind of textbooks they should find time and read your books as well and it will open their mind. Now more man see na wi ase. Mr. Obin ya da say.
Yes, I was. That's it. Senior Kasa.
Mr. Obin Michel.
Yes, I was.
Michel tie for Michel Mama Marie. Mama Marie, me from Akasa. We there, anyone who can know. But we are seeing now solve problems maybe, and I just one back rank. So the guy me call tech. Menya admission menya jemi dem tifi na me chili na me ya isa. I feel me ko ya ese masa. The amount hard the 1 month so I am a copper baby. I'm say you know here me ko pada. And I me ko chinchin ya mkonya madam fu binchen. So conti mo se na conti rooms ni susano. And madam fu ba ko man baby se me patch no. And I know any roommate so ko patch about so nipa 4. So you can imagine the stress we went through the first semester. After first semester, I'm calling on to Republic. So I could see the difference in the hustle of a student when you're baby and then when you're baby didn't and the difference needed so much. So all the time now I'm saying, how can I help in solving that problem? So one time when I read your real estate book and I click here and I said, come on, I didn't a bit mass of anything. So and then the mommy said, no. We have to do something in solving that student accommodation issue. And then we are President Mahama call Asia. Okoba Busian was a grant was then ABC about 20,000 hostel facility at the University of Ghana. Now my can do him on better. Other universities near other social institutions also hand on better. And internet, I say, we are seeing we're gonna solve a problem. And the first hostel is gonna be used to immortalize engineer Kwabena Obenda. The dude the bomb. Near immortalize who cry when we all. So like and it's Namiadum you register your company, we have a platform, and we're gonna start. Kenya BBA, Kenya Sasia, Ekuchiaka, I started a project, the first project, a student hostel, our University of Cape Coast Kumasi campus. And what open say, oh, yeah, part of this solution provision. Professor, you're part of this landmark project. Professor, immortalize your engineer, as a way of saying thank you for all the knowledge you pour into our head. Join in. Be part of it. This kind of solution. And you will do other things like you say Papaya was about uncle school or Burkina ne structure nature or warehousing. You will provide warehousing. You will provide shopping malls. Who call a shopping mall as a bridge? And before they didn't mean shopping mall. I just say before shopping mall. Eh? It didn't mean you bet me. But we need to come together. Then I easier to solve such problems. Because on but so we coming together. Why are you interested? You can reach out.
Yes, sir.
The number but
Our number was here.
the number no +1 908 845 7615 +1 908 845 7615. Wow, KOD real estate platform no so nyina no monko mubehu say ya start with our contribution nti obia nkotua no registration na yen sha ase land na ready asase ready ni sika etimi ma obi nso nkoje nti yen wa
Wow.
na yen secure afi yen koye ni.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes, sir. Senior, that's it. A chair was here for.
obia but
Yes, sir. Thank you. Right. And join any of the platforms. Real estate, a good investment. Kagam, Kaza, Professor. Kosi Kagam. Kotimeka. Okay. Yao.
Ryan.
Yes, boss.
Ajo.
Me also. Who are for my over
Me dey sam ready me yan rufie me nam krom.
Yamen ka.
Baabi anke ye na ye nti ha ekura ye krom ha nye hu ye be nam ye be nantim.
That's right.
Nti ni nyina ye won kire first na anka sam re nka ye hwan kromo. Enye sa anka bia ya hwebo afi ne ye wie. Asisi ase apon kra ye sika ne ekoje ya afi ne apon.
That's right.
Problem ne ekosolve ya afi ne apon.
Yes, sir.
And me sure say we are 10 years, 20 years. Ya bra bonenye de save that.
Absolutely.
Da bia auta kan say nimdie ye han, nimdie ma nipa adwen mu te, nimdie ma ekwan no mu da ho. Ampa. Enti ya na me pese me kasa bebre. Me say me hu so bi je akinye na me hwe ne saa na mayi mani. He said the way information see available this time to me see obi kura na mbisa nso onimu na o kan se da bia na mente ase me say and social media no nam henfa na nam
When I'm lawyer for home.
Who create lawyers?
We would have been
Easy. How but legend why are there? Me sometimes with some see how we I need say advert to me sana me hu no because without advert I was say nipa to me ba results na nkrofo share no enye enye machination so obi an che dan kwa kanchire obi na o ma obi apa so mna meka bibio nipa no na ati bibi na click na adwen no say we na mete ye no alidi me to era no madam fu bi ba me nchen na guy bi a ono so tie wo a Nanka oko ne offer. Yeah, sometimes Ghana for na kasa kra menti ase. Legend. Ya ye wa bruchi no ho. Se nipa no wo ha na wo bra. Mostly ye fi no. But osha ase se ne ho bo ne ho so kakra na onya sika kakra. Bo sa fe ne ye de abruchi no betata. Minim se sa baye no so firi hi o.
Empa. Eno ma sa say keke a.
Akleki ano no mo sha ase de abruchi ne tata wadwen. How? We say abrante me wo hospital no ye casual worker ho. Na ono no ye IT. Na katua kra na enhye da nye. Boy no struggle san nti short courses sa na waya na sisi otumi je contract na ame ba ye pa obi na account mu kire na am say yes. Chale wako anim. Ana say o nti sisi ano metunufo ade na meka na ne wofa bi na UK na am say masa mifiro na eba. Ma wani na ho ma wadwen na ho adwuma na wo ye wo ha no afen kra na ne ye san mechanize na aban afa no hospital ho ya sisi ano wa permanent worker a permanent staff ya we san so na adwuma no flexible nto o set up a whole kra wi a o ye IT o set up a whole kra wi na fort mba ya otumi kra kotwa ne job oba bi ye fra na within seconds no akwa akoso nipa na sha ase a legend wa tumi aya isisi a wato ne ka ato ne nsa ase kakra no afi na no ofade abrochire betata no lucky enough na ne uncle ba ko so wo UK US na onu tiew anos onu so kagu na so ma ba still na akwa no men ani say ye agra akwa na okotua 50,000 kra ma no ofa no aska no kra minim sa fi aba o se mbayo ache otu esika no wie ye no na ote ha o wote ha no waye adwuma no wanya sa esika otua wie ye so ne nam ha ye na adwuma ya fe ne na adwuma da ho se ade no se ade o hu se no kra onko bi na oba me nchen me ma no contract bi ye oba me nchen na ye kan se mbia na o ka se oh obenda akwa training pa o na the way asisi a wo ye onu ma no mahu se training wa fam pa adafo ba ko tinche o se na wo pa che se yansa we hwan na enim obi anim sa yansa we mi am se wo de wo yate obi anim a wo fa ko produce o results mi de na minnim o mi de ma je atum se na minnim eti bize titinyira ye nam ho no ye yesika me se ka ba na okra ma sha ase kra se mi si dan akoloke okwan I tell you because traditional knowledge ya de da ho no madam for your can say obi anim wo first bulk money about wo nsam o de kotwa blocks scanner sa ahe
That's right.
me wan ka betumi de adigwa o se obi anim obi asi de anim nyansa no obi nim chen bi ebi de wo soro ebi de that
Oye crash me boy.
oya krache okra degree of travel to apply. And be can be answer or example or the bema.
Ghana, him for the running Ghana.
I am so called informal for no.
No, like people who have political official
Ay. Oh, legend omo mbota ya school for no. Omo anom de ekodi no. Omo anom de ekodi. Now can say oh can say omo ha na weska Ghana.
Omo was Ghana and omo, but omo we me abeche me ya you say
a school for na. A school for na. Me can na no buafu. O say ye condemn school na semasa ye condemn school bia.
I say condemn on the no. School ni dey school.
Ye kosua ya na aboye pon ye kan se za na ye kan no. Ye say abo pon I said that ya chichire ya wugina fa ko.
Omo ye study.
Oh.
Omo say ye no. Ye Africa. The people we sent to school. When you advantage my
You see you.
Yeah. Because normal also more ye my society na dream call any no na society no call any no.
And ya no more drink.
No more dream. They are crutching ade bi a crutching and I say rubber down no biaro. Bi so almost said do say na dream say ni pa do no me jam faso akọ mani.
Never.
You all dream when is say na be bottom.
The bottom no drink. Training in you. And I say, me catch and say, Massa. Me condemn school. Me condemn school. Now me tell me to school fees. Me pay school fees. Since me condemn school, I don't me pay tertiary in me school fees. Or say, na say sana de bia. Now say yen cancer. Yes say uko school ba.
Yes, avoid be the hobeka same way. I was a worker.
Sisi a ukura degree. Ukura degree ya legend o tani and tani. No one who say obi su cake I say kenke di amfata o. Na am say hey, na unim di nipa no onya.
Enti na okay bibi say o yaw. O ka we no na ka say school no call na mo no a. What he?
I mean everybody me catch say chale o nko nye productive. E betwa so. Because say we me ma say and I was so na say bobo wa dream pa. But it's not productive because anya sa na ye ade no ni resource no. So omo wo resource no kasa. Obi ti say obenda akọ kasa. Ha ubetumi e so ye din 3 years now we are din na wuti. The next thing obe sorry now koye uko take action. Yen question kure ni say ubisa question. Ko take action. Wo question na we nsem hunu. Yes school now akọ.
No kure ni say me to me na form no ko school bebre me ni ko bon ko akiri sa.
Omo komodi enye de legend enye. Pesa brante bia na wo ye wo tertiary no ye pharmacy. Na no di machi I think 2 years. But unfortunately on your accident into or defer a course 1 year. I think 1 year or 2. Na owie school no omu pharmacy no omu clearance for omu clearance mai. And I'm saying no ye mate no cry and clear omu na wo na wo di akiri. Eti I don't know so on na akleke on take hwa on we bie laundry. Ana legend numbers akwa ni nya no. Oni guy be na partner e no mo ye. Every month otumi every month bi okro mo cha otumi ya 10,000.
Wow.
After the workers so matua ka wanya kura 6,000 obenya.
Amazing.
Oh, na we na osori ade no hia time so de aye adwuma no. Osori a so okotwa locum. Nam se locum ni ye de ade a o say okọ pharmacy bi akoye pata nam say hey. De na how? O say anya sa me re be fi nam say wo ye nam papa. Wo ye nam. Make a chance say the only problem you have in this world now as I speak is the pharmacy school that you went to. Or is the tertiary that you went to. Sanya pharmacy school no cry invest in our coin. That is your only problem now. Why don't you quit that now and then also rebate? Now me am a England 3 years crano. Me buy no me refie. What are you saying? The road is your front. Ekwani the one ya results no ho. Fadia no. Oh, was me kocha locum. Locum no kocha the whole month we say 700 Ghana.
Let's go for
That 10,000 da ho. Eti make us asem we first no catch us say chale wu push me pow. Ocha me san ba me ato aso ocha. Okwa yo, ade chi no akoto plantations abetra me nchen say ani nkomo. I'm say yes, this guy is ready to learn. Yeah, Hasana mini pen so buy. Obaya make a chance master forget his school no for now. Na focus on adwuma na ma resource no. Adwuma na so kura wasan ya to kada mienu, pragya mienu. Oh, so you can see say ade na ye clear kwan na da ho. Boy no betimi de akọ. Madam for no say me tu no for bone, say me say won forget in school no okoye no. Na am say akwa we unya correct. Yeah. Legend. Uye. Let your make assembly, Mr. Answer Befi. Uye youth. we a youth now we co school Ghana. Now when who are bend that quanti Sanche we be. I'm telling you, you are disadvantaged. This be our papa be a business person be or African conscious. Now or two adrians in your be so. We are disadvantaged, I'm telling you. Because all you will know is job, apply. Now bounce so now blame Wabain, Mahama, Kofuado, Kennedy Beba, Baumia Beba, blame Munyina see or life name call. Because a horn you bet me predict it easily. Why not the ho so Kodaki that be anti-tenesa. Into a nehe, Yankrofwe. Abrofu to meet the vaccine and not Chiana Mahama call UN General Assembly and say Africa is the future because Africa has the population and Africa has shown prospects that the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 years no. Yana population you be kura we say. We are the future. Adichi ya the vaccine we abrese yemfa nwo ye mama no ya agege ye senso de wo mo. Yetase he. Brad. At school fwe. Legend with the BCA. Hey, when church no ye guso sa ye nyai da.
Yeah. Wada for
Legend.
Or a cremoni and as I was soon and our sorry.
No, no, quite sorry, Wajai.
The old yen.
Wajai,
Wajah sorry no.
Wajai, sorry.
Are they?
Minim de. Wajai. But yeah, reason you. Oh no, African message no. African message, African mind no. David. Now African mind I won't teach you.
So see Casarantina with us.
Oh, because
but we're lazy.
Lazy. Yes, that's the word.
Yeah, we're lazy.
That's the word. That's the word.
Up the script. Up the sheshe. Who the animal? The oil pharmacy no. Laundry no. Waiting me there be production.
Yes.
So now click here. In camera, we know bit my one start production of pharmacy is also using one.
My challenge no so be myself. I no cry na be man be pharmacy no be.
That's right.
Oh, because they say, sorry, the best you can do, make bizarre and say, pharmacy, open African pharmacies 100, yeah, okrum. A mudodo say na honest now, a pharmacy school. Unya two. Unya two. It's the na wadwin aye say yankoye adwuma pharmacy. Why your pharmacy no? All right. See, and what me be laundry? It means say wadwin na da ho. Wadwin da ho. Into use wadwin no. Forget the pharmacy no for now. Who dey wadwin say the next time I buy pharmacy no, who buy as an employer. Not employee. Who bet me a year easily because this guy was raising and saying okay, so be a pharmacy 300,000 cedis. Who bet me a raising within 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Wait me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The best use of science education is entrepreneurship.
As a oh, you are.
The best use of your science education, your biochemistry, your biology, your engineering, your pharmacy, is to go into production.
And I'll let you call your organic chemistry now about me to 6,000 cedis a month. The other organic chemistry, no nomenclature, no crowd to say 1, 2 propane, 1 dione. What do you know?
Now,
Topology say 6,000.
There are 2 topology in humanity.
Legend. I don't know the media, and say, oh, say it's a come. Oh, we now call we now the Yame Fra was a bayano. It's a come. I say we no. Oh, your friend. I'm Frewa. I hear our Columbia about them. Oh, but topology no, and say, I'm say, okay, what's it? Adiano. The skeleton no. They pass through all the stages. But Ubabaka at every stage bian ube who said the core we know maybe no man for beba beka but the vision no and aside the credit the buy no the structure na kasa no ewo ho deviate into madam for the American say de wura say na che say wo ye pharmacy ba man power dwuma ban na wo se wo fa wo bo fa wadwuma ba betumi akonwan a ukoye laundry na wo yo pragia na wo ye we ache no be so gather ska wo ba right now you are coming as an investor as a business person to pharmacy no bia bi na wasan so afa wo namfofo na wo se nka ban for mo ntumi for mo so enye deviation eno na ma me ne madam for no kono say why are you saying say me tuna for bone I'm telling him say Charlie akwan foforo da ho a betumi afa ho akona ho kra na ye better.
That's right.
I can't dey hwehwe no it is a sorry sir it is the account topology there na just a legend eno ano no wo se sakwan no kra na make sure say wonu su vision no oh eye dan a sanbra na die nti anyame frɛ wa na sɛ die wakoma ɛda wakoma so problem na opɛ so solve no make sure say obe solve fi sɛ wo fro dua na ye ka sɛ si a wutumi gya wo ho bɛhwe fam na mbu a wasi wutumi enam ho dɛsɛdɛsɛ de wo sra twitwi ho a bɛba na wo sra ho nyina ayɛ kobroni wasi okwa bɛ wo ho na wu a wasi de hia ne sɛ waduru ba bi a wo kɔ no but we no ye se ye kyerɛ sɛ obetumi akɔ wa abra wo mpra abra wunti obi na so abra wunwie obi sika abra ye ma post ema o fa nkwanmeche ho ema ye nkwesen wo enu achi public accounts committee he said enkrofo gu o manu ase legend enya medical doctors ni administrators amu ya hu ade no ye 15,000 ye say 40,000.
That's right.
Because you to me and so buscasem. Oh, it's yes, Brahana Betty, scan wow between a pebby genuinely, and to say I'm pass a hospital, Juman administration, now pass away, yeah, net dawa kuma swa, Okoha, Okos Samuel, my uncle, we are. And to you say, no, we are son of what so you live on. Africa, no, the Ungrofon, the air, and if you sound so bokro, no was annual man, no man, and yes, I bet you. Or see any selfless people more lead. This is the best place to be. Mo abroche na ye Mr. Bene Mr. Bafin ye seminar. Mumubu ha ye kan na mo ye na no. Ye nyina se ya ncheche ni se ya na ye dia betena ye kuro bi ensuro hwe izia ye namu. Ska no so eba. Nyoma na ye no da bia ye de bi kan ho, da bia ye de bi kan ho. Abrabo no F but sometimes unima obebre saa ene say mete ha na kwan ya na me nante kwa adwuma na me twa I think 2.5 miles me fo bus wie koduru ba bi a wo sabisi na me nante kwa na 2.5 miles because me fa bus ato aso a buo no ye times 2 dina me nante ene ba me trim 2.5 miles no times 2 me ko jogging physical me ankasa me sheda say we me pese me ko na me ho ye den na me de ko enye sa me nante sa nante no da ensu ska na yenya no ebro de na yenya wo ho no so ntide ntina wasa wo de wa ho den na gidigidi wo be wuntam yesi betie bi wo de wo makora na wo be nya nkrofo wo ha obetumi no mo ye adwuma ebi kura wo abusuam so de ntina wo ye hesitant ye mu bi se ye dede na ye giachinya na ye bisa questions sa nka ye ma wo ye be ka ho be ne ye living testimonies Ghana na mu ne ye wo betumi ayi video cracho mi bia mi windows sisi a ba bi wo ha mu ye dede dodo ayin se be ba mu ntina ma ya hide kakra but legend uncheche na solid ve DJ Bessie eti why ade wase da de beba pa na mi say why ade de obeti enka eti wo bibia wo abrochu a register na bra seminar no bi betie bi say wonim dia he me say Ghana ha no ba ha na wonim kwan na me dom point wo be shiw sikans wani abie ya hu bi ogrofo bara omukọ sa mi say wo be business e be travel a me hu ebegu so amehu eba ne sen ni nyina obenda akonkyerɛkyerɛ ya enti obi de kura wahu a wo de na wohu tu bie na nkoyi a obehu na wohu kwan a befa so abeso ano nti legend ya ka cha ma obi a ne so obi am register no metie bi em say ma jemre ni nyina but
Yeah.
I think say yes ade
Yeah.
that's it me
That's it.
mama so
Yes, sir. Waiting. Yo. Professor Kaza.
Yeah, legend. Pastor, good evening. Pastor, I feel me voice.
Sharp.
Oh, okay. And from Android, and as a technology new feeling, okay, yeah, legend. Yeah, that's it. Android, so you for move find Gemina. We be boom into we can be do fear and you 1 a.m. Tina
Yes,
very to join,
sir.
Yeah. So thank you. Topology. Hey, we there work be about network engineering or IT. That's a topology in legend here. TRC and that's a regardless of nibisi biano. But I it's you and you know and there's a continuity and consistency na me only send a message ni bama because even though say juma me so many things I'm passionate about, but lately for the past couple of months me busa me say okay and then meet me meet me the abua community and usually legend I not tell me I dream with business so and I see be entrepreneurs yeah it's very good if you want to be financially free but to say nimdia or it may not necessarily be a entrepreneurship and a business but the impact that you are making is as much as important as say nipa enya financial freedom because nipa no concern na dream munti ya I don't think so. Bit many because some who found would na open. And then I started asking myself that question. I moved maybe the chair because it comes naturally to me. Going back to the reason why I had the train. Me what techno na minya free chance be na school be some junior high school me ko echo trauma de na feel Martin for front na me trauma math and IT that time no and even though say no mun say then tia me can say na me found because na mun is that the training idea it came naturally to me party trip I love to teach people and me train crana there at some point I had to stop because now say me focus on my school kakra and to mo betro be easy and I'm first batch and I'm call back and I'm go through additional past question make sure my dear son or go through BC omunyinya school kama ko omunyina we invest more money bring class on go invest omawi and one of them actually became the best graduating student we Kumasi girls on and best graduating student like overall school and until me call my chi and na make kind and one of them tested me yesterday say oh say what boy empire what nti me to one na make kind oh nti say the tray is something that I can really make impact because say you breaking your very complex. I'm not for crime what I say. I think so when I'm strength and into Timbia BBA the trade baby I jump on it to help people. Currently I'm working towards that. Even a Juma, my line manager was like, can come what tried the other and I say, I tried the other, but it wasn't professional. Like it wasn't professional. Maybe I'm a licensed educator, but it comes naturally to me. Into one time, and our class, okay, your town hall, the last town hall for the year, your Q4 of the year. And I that town hall, no, IT moments, no present. Your remember cover both morning and then evening session, and that was my first time. And legend, I never had any say not me nervous. Say even though I'm my first time say now, I wasn't nervous because again, say breaking your mat down for people to understand. No, it came naturally to me. So after they made a million and a lot of people came asking my manager, I said, oh, why they be presenting is that guy now the watch the other no your professor na and my manager said oh your professor on your professor na on the cast me made me presentation so fast forward topology now can I'm a man say Tembian let's not always put manifest and my first canon kwanyesi canon coin scanning here but say adrena be mo nyes scanning nya adwuma ubenya scanner ma scanner But let's focus on the impact. Impact na nipa ebenya no. Eno pa na ehia because the minya sika na se mintimi make any impact na sika na menya no and solve problem me community na. Legend na me minji ni se mi sika na menya ni se bi o. In fast words because se mi uska na sika no intimi making impact. The impact is beyond one wabusian. We are looking at the society, the community. Nipa dodo sign na about world creation, about financial freedom. Omo beti concept na se. Yesua niema bebre ni enti ase about when you came to the scene, o de ato for mama ya, yemu bebre na ti ase ya omo de ye adwuma that is impact. Ebia imprempre, yemu bebre enye millionaires and billionaires. But our vision, is to make a lot of people become financially free or create wealth. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now, vision ebebem because ultra program and say now we are two da but ebia na social media and your comment but because one more a lot of people go back to watch those videos that are more than maybe 5 years old. Nipa bebre no enya impact my brother into be online to be no whatever thing that you find it easily to do as it comes naturally to you no most of the time the honor we the odi any bit me I say be opa the chair odi any say be you know how to communicate we the bit me through because when it comes to communication e be bit me communicate am nipa ati and people will pay to listen to you. Ebia odie graphic design, odie photography, odie say oh artisan. Pay attention to that thing a lot because legend say make tech no me catch me parents say in case your mom family training college ahwanka asemesi ofio. But this is something that came naturally to me. Oh, now be our pass you did show I didn't know person called training college because your creative perception be at you say be teacher abia unyesika. But why are we always looking at the money? Say me teacher ni na say me free ma kuma ni ya. It may not necessarily be the money, but that thing I want to you no. Oma udin pana unya no can create wealth for them. One young guy commented, me ne one of a birthday video or say obie ni ho oye millionaire obinya adaje ababet na se abekire nipa ekwan on befa so mbinya sika ana me ne no na me ne ni exchange wana say nene sa na wo ka dia ene e patre say obinya billionaire ontimi nye economics professor at university because ono kire economics but onye billionaire but yeah or kire ade na ba be billionaires. So what is he trying to say? Omo sika no Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, all these big people, they have time to teach people. Kase bia una koye research ehuye. And I say una nya wa you say obesua. They don't have time to come and teach people. And then he went on and said yeah, we should prove our wealth. Now
To him.
say yes,
Well, no, we should prove our way to him.
yes, we should prove our worth.
About that next part, to prove the uncle Monko saying.
Uncle Mungo Sian, so catch them. So, or chance say, yeah, papa, despite mo, any doctor for report mo, ever betraying dear, any onyanyi. Because omunya time amateur saying, but there are some people who have devoted themselves. Financial freedom is based on principles, and some principles, legend, obinima, and non say change say be onya billions, and I say, obo have level no one, he's okay. But also person or chile nipa, ema nipa bebre ehun because the main kwan na me kosora. In fact, so be any so.
Rahana can't say Niska.
Sen adwin no.
Foolish.
Na adwin no. Na adwin say bia on share tuxedo suit ni say you know on cabrofo. And you know no. Obi a on share suit and on cabrofo no. Oniska.
Okay, mama tell me that this year yes be more 200 billion. So 1 billion. And the all 1 billion no. And it go 200 billion. So share Rebecca so was casting.
Oh yeah, yeah, Rebecca so catching.
There's a lot of this Ghanaian and for instance, the topic that we are treating today, we need very complex background to break it.
Yes.
You know that, and we have treated very complex topics, not necessarily just business understanding or building business. Some of the topics that we even treat here are mental restructuring topics, mental re-engineering topics. Many of them may not directly even have anything to do with the business or finance. Some of these top rich people, they go to other people to teach them this.
Yes.
And we teach them here for free. And you say somewhere to say charlatans. And we have very fundamental misunderstanding of critical things. And internet will be here. And the who say you to know, especially those around 20s. Also, Timmy Trevor of one. I think I want to be that kind of small. When you be that, but no, be getting so baby. Small boy. Small boy. You see how he because we invested. National Service Classic. We have find a Monty was with you. You know, so anyway, Mukromuho, there are a lot of people who what they have done is only to write a book.
Yes.
Oh, that's all that they have done. They completed university, wrote 1 or 2 books that have become very popular, and institutions call them to teach them. Very top industry people call them to teach them. They use their books, and they don't ask them, have you built any business?
No, they don't.
This book, because of what the books have done to them, we have built businesses without anybody's support. And yes, somebody will say somewhere says something. The other day we got training. But I don't know yes, I got second training.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Eunice, yeah.
Yes. And I tell you what the response. These are rich people. But what we taught is different. To break down knowledge is a skill. It's expertise. Anyway.
Problem is that because this is a little bit off topic aside topology next day, you know, so project work, and I know say it's a little bit challenging for them because a whole new topic, but me no and kakra. Legend on church now the mind. Also, again, our way of understanding is skewed. Like where Andrea opening kesia or Krumanu is or kokai bibi ama yes stock market na crash. Yeah, this is crash 1 to 1 because the emphasis is covered down. You won't say I take from say who.
Oh, because
but legend it's channel here. But legend, the thing is, once these people are wealthy or 400 billion or 300 billion, where is the physical cash? That's so right. Me make it post to be said, ownership doesn't mean the same thing everywhere. In Ghana and across much of Africa, when someone says their home, when someone says that they own their home or land, it usually means they truly own it. No mortgage, no debt, no long-term payments. And then on the other side, in many parts of the West, ownership often comes with a loan attached and decades of repayment before you can truly call it yours. So before we rush to label Ghana or Africa as poor, maybe we should ask ourselves, what does wealth really mean? Because understanding of what I can tell you for a fact, say we almost say we are seeing maybe Forbes magazine, the Amazon billionaires, no legend. Say stock market crash about 90% na ne world na slash ya. Obi o Ghana to say be a papa despite mum are billionaires. Forget about the currency. Forget about the currency. Baby, I would for can comparison. No? So we should tell us that ye can ye de pandia metrics na they measure our man on no. You ain't me for the same metrics measure our Ghana because a two different ecosystem. And in the Africans, Bruni Bako me county and me make post be on one Casanin Crawford have actually threatened him. Say, no, or see you are part of us. Why are you praising the Africans? Because we make it post say in the next few years, backed by data, Africa, especially West Africa, will be the hub for development. And about Ghana, only guy be Derek any year interview. And Adam for Hansi, and he made that post on one Crawford. They threatened him, Argentina, all casa about Africans, and he was telling the fact. He
But
was
why should they
telling
threaten him?
I don't know
Why
why.
do you want Africa to do it?
I don't know why. Say so Africans cannot do well. I know or can we am because say Africans okoha nipa bebre no omufie no omo no oma 30 aka oma sie wi omuni loan bi omuni debt bia they are not really thinking about any property tax ne sane money nyina no. And beyond that no kra no they eat quality food and then also the weather is nice. And Uncrophonica say, or no, or like you are part of us. Why are you praising the Africans? And I'm say, oh, okay, nice and Uncrophonia, still
Papa for who?
Omunjindi.
It's a war
Omunjindi.
for them.
Say Somuka as and Papa FI. And legend, Nyawo, oh boy. Again, the money is a tool. When we come to understand that topology I can once and and for any canon kwanzo near oh yeah solve society problem no continue in it one day and no one obinya uye dear free no because my impact has really been say mature and crofadie na near complex for them but they were able to understand but and one of my students became the top performing student in her graduating class there. That means that is where my topology lies. Into honest me continue adwuma me the legend me twam akọ. But the ultimate, I see myself becoming a college professor one day, not necessarily for the money, but as an opportunity to make impact in our society. Legend, yeah, that's it.
Sharp. Yeah, that's it. Now we'll be to us again and millionaires are higher 2,600. Meanwhile, they were talking of investable assets, and on that investable asset in dollar, it means that go for more be a $1 million or I'll be more. After the promo, I don't person just add system media or any kind control. And data better more issue here. May rubber for the catch for the no mojidi. People, their minds are skewed and screwed. That's why they are so limited. That's why they are so limited. Which means research bay and omoya over the better one here the papa and go for the can. Abraham for instance, I will near break a pair of research to support why we are not doing well. It's amazing when you are uninformed. Maxi, Kaza.
Legend for sure, good evening.
Yes, Mama.
Chef was your phone, good evening. That's very good evening. Your back platform was watching. Hey, they want to think that you're ready for legend. I'm ready for that. The topic is topology. Yeah, girl. Love I know this, you better try. That doing your not okay be about how I be impacting your society. Just last week, using that period to think about say in the course of doing business, okay, so me say may hotel, me say be a missy apartment, me say maybe be a what is my aim? Let me dream home because now I say if you say I had that feeling say it was say it shouldn't be say be a me ye baby because I want to build wealth and I say me pese me nyeska, but me society no what will be the impact? And say when I went for evening walk, na I did na me dream home pa, and I was like, okay, so me chrome na me say I want to provide accommodation. And I thought about say the amount for baho teaching, nursing, ade na maybe they sometimes they find it difficult to get a place to stay. Sometimes the workers baho there was so many villages around that they find it difficult to get posted because also when you baby decent place in Tina. And accommodation issue one of those because my say 12, 13 rooms of house. I say separate it be a boys quarters, it be a hand. But you should three because it be answer. And yaka now the man high. And I did about call me realize yes or tiny me didn't come more can say. I don't know be a very head and no room if you I say every day will be a ban of horse or baby atena. And people think so what dying or she still have a bomb so a bin who and say. Inti mammy who say I say a need it will be chrome. But obu oha ebia nurses for na special mom be intern ni sa man no the mom pa 1 year no mko na obi fufura ba 1 year no mko no obi fufura ba and obu oho no ma ombeba na asa ena enye bebre so na ye flexible sa 1 year rent no inti maybe I have to say, okay, maybe I can use that model not to solve accommodation problem kakra. I see topic I see me think because na me dream home because what I say yeah no enye sika ubedi. I mean it's not about who the ubedi no what dan ubetinam na ebia kaka na yeah no yetimi to bibidi ebia timi de hwe wabusua but eno no nye satisfaction sa enye no ntina oba wiase I say die ntina oba wiase ntino e ma me na asa Mr. Bonza wakasa asem we da enye ne na wo kan nti na me dwen ho eye ade a wo kan if first it is the aim for sika no nko na say because sika no nko ade eno ne nye impact na Mr. Ben ka ho asem nti thank you so much for enumerating so no be share at least ama yenya bibi to think about it yes see a business and I say opening business and I creative wealth no we should also say be dream who say the year no impact ben and a beja and in the society that we live, what is our aim? The motivation, is it about sikankwa yebenya na say you live comfortable life and I beja japadiama yabusu me faniema and say me faniema by ampabwa no na minim say me nkwa na me beton but Mr. Oben and then me wom ema nkrofo mbetu no wo me ho at least e bia nipa no na wo pese oton bibi ba woni sika and obi be fa de na me ngi ni sika nti wo koton a na de me sika abre nti you don't need the capital say what say me fam real say bia e bia fa we beto ase ansa na wa be fa one woman be na sha ase and 2-3 weeks ago na obefa nema no on first sika ma na me nua friend no obusa no so ni kunu ya ji ni kunu da hospital na 3 days yeyi na odi scan beba Mr. Oben yeyi ni na odi scan by bia enema na woton no wonya so mfa so aka be man koda hospital be kwa kwantimi antwia hospital bills no. But why kind so ma ton ye man no sika ne da ho but be man da hospital nti me hwe ne kakra omuyi na me discan be omuyi na no any 3 days kwa no discan but that means usika no wanya bia otimi di hwe ne busua e ma me no okoba ya wakwakofu obi kra ba say me ma endras enna no pa na me order handbags any school bags because obi so pe bi aton me nto obi da but I was say nipa no bi bebusa ne so ma me bia be ka chen so mfa mpaboa ha ono so ton bags na obesimi aba be fa bag wo me ho like betimi afa bag aba na wa ba be aton ena me krom I have about nipa be 3 mfa mpaboa o ye hoton and we don't take money uton we are now this can and men yire bo no so bebre because say na be ya omo so beton with flexibility omo so benya kakra wo so and I think say at least yes e bibi kakra e bia no obi o ho pese o ye adwuma but onni capital no no thank you so much for enumerate so there ube cheche
Maski, thank you. Professor Dante Kasa.
That's it. And then the topic
Yes, I was.
Topology, reason for failure in life. That was a far. In fact, what can you be brave? I say in cry be brave. Now me reflect on Chroma legacy. Diksa Kwame Nkrumah call USA. No, the 10 years you will no take up job. Dika Africa, ne Ghana. Where would have been? Ya wahin sabre.
Apartheid never see.
And which say as I say dream bro young kwa ya de so na ye hwe yam amanfo so mpaso a ombenya wo sabre ye mu bi recently na ya we na committee bi na me wo so na ma yi me ho afiri mu but anu me san call ho hwe nkora su ba me no me a obi me nka committee no me si no me a me ba ho twice in a week. No, I'm trying to reflect how difficult the others are not coming. The members of the committee, they don't come. But I've been coming for more than 10 years. I'm trying to say, yes, I do. And I also say, no, it's not Sika. No, there's something in me, I can't tolerate it. But some of us, maybe a teacher, many of my colleagues who did engineering, they don't become teachers. But I eventually ended there. But it was these decisions say me trans say we are what can I do? And I also say all my life school no me crazy try there any those things it me tell me am colleagues are there those things. Let me say and they made it challenge the issue became money and teacher but many people knowing I say academically good, they didn't want us to be. In fact, the people around us, they were teachers themselves. They would tell you, said, oh, they can't teaching it, they used to tell us, oh, yeah, one they themselves, they are teachers. Oh, yeah, good. But later on, in the course of vision be then I went back to tell them that this is what I want to do as far as teaching is concerned. This is what I'm doing, steps I'm taking away. They all says yes, I had to and it because so and that has been in fact the goal now is ready to get a university. Yeah, would go for the purpose say better university. And this time not just university. Pan-African University, I bet you man papa.
Sometimes you be about religion kakra, and sometimes we have to. Who say many of us obey Hasia, he aspiration one year politics, and it's a bit of asa. Yeah, but the aspiration so for DNA politics asa. Many of our people, public service, educated class, you know, they are more aspiration higher as of DNA. And it's a could this of year who you it's all money, sikas amenya.
Hello, Ande? Okay. Yeah, Kasa. Prof. Kasa.
But and now me say a lot of us, you know, but one thing I has a religion, you know, am I dream, you know, now I meet some of my students, them person could suffer. Even some of us, even in the public service, you know, call could suffer. But you will be brain, you take a position near you, and that's all the sister be but there's a union be a mechanical. I'll call the leaders and them from say no. More propose na the mammo. Me person be someone will be honest with me. It's a sub-ben pan and the abba. What change have you brought in? I didn't pan my abua association. They themselves they told me saying I'm partner all candidate and yeah. In the Hano or my near man my say ya greening in say ya could politics na politics so no the system be able or when me di kopesika. A honor was a be me ko Ghana chrono. Sana ye na baako no so wohwɛ na especially wohwɛ na ɛnyɛ yia na ɔde afa religion nti there's a lot of what called misallocation of challenge there. Your challenge in your spirituality, your challenge in economics, your challenge you say what needs be to be met. Send your work can your school be hospital be roads be and cry or my no and your point and then trobi or my but the average person in religion now me student back was it or yeah distance then Bible school and be sure now when cry na be which yes am I a priority na me no pe and you pa hwe krom ha people omo say omo ye bibi papa omo ye kuntan e politician and religious leaders ya omo say omo ye kuntan omo ye kuntan ezu hu ne resource omo de ba politics say ya 33 resource ben nkroma na ye ka how many people we so aje your resource why you me bere why you me time why you me money what people na e ba ho no omo ka sa akra te sen omo di omo man di omo commitment ye sen how do they love their country how do they love each other in some body I can no mo na kan na ndi nema sa nema tu aye priorities so and so far resource papa bi ama evidence bi ani wo sa de boy but eno so na aje ye bere eno so na aje but me just say mama yenwene higher than those two things in fact any be na wo kai it is Jonathan kai call to the bar chop bar crack here because I don't think say here lawyers sir many of them or maybe dey see abroad 7 year no dey come law no cry no e be say cry di me giri say mama say ne waka no ma abrabo no but ne wo kire nyina say wo ma say abrabo yefo but ye no be dey say abrabo na yefo ama ye te life na
Prof. Oh, network name for. Zamani kasa. Prof. Zambrem. Zamani.
Yes, boss. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
What's your chair? Oh,
Yeah, Jozo.
my chair, madam, name is Balance. So I was saying,
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Boss, now, another for another event headline there. Prof, yeah, auntie, there. Where the way drew.
And the bottle.
My bachelor, because that's how I said about. That's how I said about. Well, you know what I'm saying, slow. The
Yes.
be also topics that the brains were very powerful one. And then one my young say, nipa that's the baby has no get the by us. I say, now you debated from the young people. My yeah, you call we are young people. My debate as well. You know, be my debated if you want. But now what you had job, I will say, be been to the young people by and bury us. Na bibia no nche na nkopɔ boy me bia sɛ sɛ me ni ko on ye ye de boa adasa ye de boa nipa so that you only ha would you try dey akasa say so ebi ni Dr. Safu Kantanka we are going to baby name papa ya beye the did better was for so many years that the lumba so very there the brain no omo de dia nkopɔ omo so mbe owiase no omo de abeye djuma ma omo ko. But because of some use soup, then I mean, the man would hear do money to know. How much the baby? I was assassin as Romoko, Mudiaka, assassin as Romoko. I think, say, what we any be or a honor society. Not be beer and bayers with the American say that the catch it, and the beer bayers so and what their shares of the young was assassin. You find the credit and yeah, because so you know for the credit, yeah, whatever the coupon their share on Serbia, so be because the credit. But in the credit and be beer be piano, as say what the year. Now, boss, where you make the credit, mess low, no more papa, make a bibina with the mess low. Say, you know, be a back platform with last look. I say, yeah, the people are here, school zoom. The people are more behind ma, almost the advocacy neighbor. Aha, oh no, Obeka, assembly, and Dokoda, and Kofua, and you did with the mono with the music. Ama no echero na akoye bibia ho ye mpese no mguase no ha onim se wo ba na wondi no kware na se bibia wo be bia no kwadi ni mo memba ha ade na yesu wa ha yesu ya bonsa chie ni kwadi bibia wo be bia so pese ko ni mabrabo mu afa ni kwadi na ye de faye enti bibia nyankopon de ahye wo so se ye no ni kwadi de se dikan na wo de ye am se ye no bebre no on be kasa de but ele basika sebdo a na ha adi kakra obekasa nipa bi beji na di omo de musika ma no but e na koye na bebre
No, I don't think I'm on as one kind of graduate.
boss papa bi kra o platform dan say on ba o de ye twa di musika won nsem
I'm on
ye
Farmer
twa de
Police.
pa di musika ye twa di musika won nsem enti me kama ye nua no mo pa ha no mu no ye bebre na ye follow watch na dia wo de dua ye mu no na ye di nam se na kwaradie na ye bibia wo ye bia no fa na kwaradie den edikan nti mesre se obi a obeba ha bia no fa de kwaradie eba ha fa de kwaradie eba platform we so because networking na ye wa ha no ye say ye nyina be boaboa ye ho na ye di ye di nti na ye ba platform we so ene say ye mesua ya ba kwase because boss so kire ya ba kwase bebre ya history na how are it be anam so there den edi as the before na ne nyinaa no so ekowie sɛ no kwaradie na edi anim but I say you know ndu on ma the kwaradie na to si kakra nti mo nkoso ano mo ntie wo no mo nsua na any part of them. Yeah, na ba say sika sem asem no ebe mo pe na bebre no ano obono kwadi na to see.
Na
Ti ebe
all
sre
the
say
come on. That's what I'm going to so they abushe mam to be any no ni maybe ote
ye guso ya dey.
okay
Yeah, don't know, yeah, channel. O friend ko on fa, ma guso channel.
on fast say
It's
mama
I offer the phone.
isa mo ho mo CID forces here make my picking on
Yeah, we. Yeah, everybody actually kakra china na still ano. Oh, yeah, we are. Na be there it takes
mama cyber na phone says here I'm picking up
it's be we na actually this year. Yeah, be we na actually this year. It's no boss. Yeah, member.
You know what trust is built over time.
Sadia seven.
Yeah, men for 20,000, 30,000 come out big keke. Just because what because as why be view. Who know? Men go for friend and be a kakre one or two na be a me just say there and then kasa. And look at men can't Joseph as a camano. But I didn't answer the head to buy. Me would use it because meet me use it. And the party is a muna or Hana was your busy car for this command. And Koya actually. But the moment I was yeah, would you go for the will be failing? It's just a matter of time. You fail. When you're in a view, you fail. Because one, you block the network. You didn't so carbon, this one kind of correct. Suppose you be late. Yeah, obviously. But at the same time, you want to mean and the crowd free so or you should tell
number. I don't mean I don't mean
I mean, no, as a Macobonia, or Japade be a ton of 3 hours. You're better off. So I ready to this. Oh, yeah. As we need the hospital when you go.
Sir, any asem any asem the boss the bia the what church no I don't know make my no ma omo platform nso a omo baso le no e bi nso activist say oba ha no na beto nso ade a for the credit ne open mind make sure say ha na waba no what the credit na be na because network na you create a big opportunities be bring your creative groups are your investing in other stuff so we didn't credit na through these groups want to be there what me your business there then but what for the credit I'm map na just say oh yeah hard you the best you know the best one be say you know their boss aka about the only buy we are see I just say follow na also the boy humanity no the credit account that's at the end of the say bia no want to be one for the credit and can want to be ACP you feel like the way a boss aka no into your best say you know say obi a oba ha bia no somebody say odi the credit ne beba na you know so get network fine because there's opportunities here a lot of them boss a creative platform where my but creating my big platform a bit my first to the idea and networking with a lot of people through boss the people are a lot of people that I know them are they share more by a true boss there they bring from Andy Tillman to Auntie Mr. Yoss and Mr. Obed people that I haven't met them before but because of the yes farmer you want to know we are doing business together I'll be there because and you know what the credit back Hanuma also when your platform knows when your opportunity to even do business with some of us the creative you know platforms new businesses are cost the crack the boss better was and madam said the piano mubure ajim na mo train kwan no is the kwan no who pay any high no assume the lack of knowledge it says I didn't hear my body the bread but say the boss watch kwan nti wo be ba ha wontumi hu kwan no na se na be just mu dia na say wa na say wo nim dia da wo mpe na wo pese we ko anim aha but say wo pese we ko anim pe dia han no boss blue light na to am we are at the end of the tunnel so whatever it go come kan no is ye hu kan ya no nti ya ye hu kan ya no de say wo de ho boy ya so that's the credit o ma yes me bu kan ya na wo hu bi na boss che the boss said that's it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. Susu group na yet ya so ekoso
Wow.
group here obia for now the obia the kwari wo mte ekoso pa ekoso say the first batch the ekoso the just say ya ba mo dey say the obia the kwari no e be hope say the kwari no mo dey beto aso that because boss say the start the crack na the kwari ni boss afide na obia to men the from there no so the then they push no crack. The boss said there was a mission and madam the be amunya time na mo be there mo be cheche yi so we dey be see am that's it.
Yeah, that's it, Zamani. That's it.
Yes sir.
Okay. Abna kasa. Abna nketia.
Eradi Nyankopɔn ahyira wo paa.
Amen.
In fact, why m'adwene ho adwuma papa na Eradi hyira wo. Ɛfiri sɛ nneɛma a mete wɔ ha sei no, sɛ ɛka ɛfa sɛ bɛyɛ 5 years, okay, ɛmfa no sɛ bɛyɛ 8-10 years ago a ɛka mantu kwan. Yeah, na meyɛ teacher wɔ Ghana, but adwene no nyinaa ne sɛ sɛ bɛyɛtu kwan a de bɛyɛ nti na adwene no yɛahare aburokyire no too much saa sɛ hɔ na yɛyie wɔ nti kyerɛ sɛ sika koraa a nnipa tua de yɛ connection nyɛ sika ketewa anka bɛtumi astarte business big time but ne nyinaa mu no ɛka akyi at least mebaeɛ no mabɛsua nyansa in the sense sɛ yɛwɔ efie nyansa na yɛwɔ school nyansa nti mebɛhu wo na mefolo no masua fie nyansa paa wei na yɛ fie nyansa ɛnyɛ school nyansa no deɛ wɔbɛkɔ ara but still wadwene yɛ wo saa sɛ kɔpɛ adwumayɛ asɛ wonni confidence koraa wɔ mu wonni confidence bi wɔ mu sɛ wobɛtumi ayɛ biribi anaasɛ wobɛtumi establish biribi on your own asɛ wodan obi na ɛmfa wɔ adwuma obi na ɛntua wo ka but like topology kyerɛ sɛ there's greatness in us but na yɛni there's greatness in us kyerɛ sɛ mekae paa sɛ mewɔ training college anawa koraa na megye no there's a sika no koraa megye a mehu deɛ mebanyɛ nti ɔwɔ sɛ mede yɛ shopping but ne kakra Awurade adom mewɔ akwantuo mu so Awurade adom asate biribi kakra
Wow.
ɛwɔ Ghana ɛne wo kyerɛkyerɛ nɔkorɛ ne Nyame anim mewɔ ha sɛ mema no akyi kyerɛ sɛ biribiara so kɔ so a kyerɛ sɛ me akoraa no ɛna through this platform so mahyia nnipa bebree a me ne ɔmo get in touch ɛno nso yɛbuild nneɛma kakrakra nti all thanks to you and Auntie Maria Awurade Nyankopɔn hyira wo mekɔ na menim sɛ menim ne maame o Auntie Vero
when I send a message, you know.
when I send a message mmerɛ bi no Auntie Vero ɔyɛ me sister adamfo paa me sister panin
Okay.
yɛfrɛ no Gladys Bonsibese menim sɛ wonim no a
Okay.
wate school wɔ wankyi bi
Okay.
Auntie Maria deɛ
I was
ɔbɛhu
doing
no me sister panin no nti Auntie Vero deɛ ne yɛ ne na so no so yɛ teacher ne na me sister no so yɛ teacher yɛ family na yɛ teachers family yɛ nyinaa
Wow.
yɛ nyinaa yɛ teachers ɛna me de me deɛ bɛfie ha nti
Mr. Obi already na go for share one auntie. Already share mo pa. In fact, mo groom me chese. Mo groom me akasa na ade no kwa ne sa say. One go school class e wunye ye o wiase but na ni na it was all wrong and all those things, you know. Yeah, yeah, who said there's a me to be honest with you, since I do that, I'm first mess come I saw that number two. But first, na me yet. Yeah, first, na me yet, but then no, sa ferry any na free ho. I meet me a five so that tone. There was a time for me because I tell you, Ghana no from UK no. Because what is what church me never be ice cream kebi no me ade.
Okay.
My prepared
Wow.
my prepared ice cream ke ice water just the drinks be a metal I will traffic ma me ferry. But first it was na me clean yet. But no so my mind is so set up. Say Bibiano, I can do it, and I know say I can do it. It's
Wow.
like I have my starting solar light, air tone, solar light. Aha, it's me number air to say, poultry farmers will be on here solar light, solar fan. Aha, we are no bo mo my man no mo muka, mo my fanya de. And see, maybe me now going to will be on here solar light, will be a
Wow.
solar fan, no contact me na yen
Mhm.
so
Yes.
here back so here I'm going to and also the amount also
Mm.
you put a come it's the number
Mm.
and plus 3249
Mhm.
5547035
Mhm.
plus 3249 5547035
Okay.
uh-huh.
Okay. So, oh, hifa.
Me patro mo ba nti WhatsApp ko a
Okay. Belgium.
ah
Okay.
nti
All right.
WhatsApp ko a nti
Yo.
Erade ya no patro Erade shia mo pa so
Yes.
abusia fo Erade shia obi a
Yo. That's it.
bye
Bye. Yo. That's okay. Abuna. That's it. Okay. Tiego so ye bi Ephraim na ya po ano no. Hey. Andiezi waba Ghana o. Ezi Gaza.
Boss, mpacho michiao, ni
Ale.
ebusiafo.
Ya yozo.
Ma boko wa life ache.
Ale. Ezi wenye tika se tam.
Hey.
Say, hey.
Hey. Ena mi betu se Mr. Winnie kano ye gusu dai ka ntino.
Okay, when you know, come on, I'm afraid,
Ma
sir.
boko ache wa Mr. Mi waya de. Waya de dia o church ni nyina no anu no. Enyimre no obi ka chere mi say, "Hey, obi ekofa eyi ka ne sɛ ka eburo nko a na wabɛnyam na otiti ne sɛ mmɔretɔn na nipa no anya sika asan de another shop young lady wɔwie university ɔka asa deɛ ba mtim ane sɛ ɔsɛ nipa no tie Mr. Obi because obi ontie wo na ɔwie university ɛmfa track nkɔfo eburo wɔ Techiman ɛmmɛ nyam no ntiti ne sɛ eburo ɛntɔn ka ne sɛ condo a wayɛ a wenye sika sen bi another shop shop no ɔtɔn mpaboa wafa amanfo na egumba still ogyina mmɔre ne ho na otiti a wɔwie university ɔka dem si onipa ne tie Mr. Obi nti no was nyame nhyira no si ɔka wie no si sa sika na ɛwɔ yɛ na wo ha ya wo na da bi a yɛhwɛ akyire no Yeah, Mr. Benjamin Shaw, me late, but now me ba life a check to me baby chia na. Nyame ya adom am repem ye beba. Ye beba na ye betia.
Ciao. Akwaba.
Yeah.
Said oye so koso. Who said the FFA nyagro.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's when church. Yeah, when church ni the fear yeah overcome because first na I say usro ubenya amanfo kore na okoye be ye Ghana de be dan ye but na watch me no aye be di so me de me buy share ne Mrs. I be din ko. Yeah, I think say ye sua won church na ye diso a ebeboa yen. Deɛ woka bia yɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛ yɛsua no yie na yɛde toto deɛ ɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ho a sɛ edu baabi a ofii sɛ obi a nneɛma bɛyɛ nwumra you can go one on one with Mr. Obeng na wakɔ clarify nneɛma bi but sɛ wonya start a sometimes fear ne wɔ hɔ because ɛbɛyɛ wo sɛ wobɛyɛ dɛn na woabɛyɛ Ghana ma yɛ bi da anyɛ yie but edwuma koraa yɛkɔ mu na sɛ ɛnyɛ yie a egyae kɔyɛ foforɔ no koraa yɛ obi deɛ no nti no ɛni sɛ waba mu bu kɔ so atie Mr. Obeng if possible arrange one on one with Mr. Obeng tua na kɔtie bisa wo questions na start biribi ketewa na yɛ ɛbɛkɔ so because ɛwɔ ha Mr. Obeng me ba even baby I'm free winnie ba ketewa Chinese foɔ ebegu mu nti no if we don't start to own because abrotwe hɔ a yɛwɔ US, UK, Canada we don't own anything. Na yɛ kurom nso yɛ own hwee. Nti na ayɛ sɛ yɛ no yɛ dɛn yɛsensɛn mu nti biribi ketewa bi a betumi ayɛ sɛ even quarter of an acre koraa na wode bɛdɔ nkuruma bankye a you start na nkakra na wo expand make sure that you own because you see ɔmo tɔn nsase no kɔtɔ pɛ ɔmo si o ne boɔ yɛ sɛ wontumi wodane wo ho ana China ni abɛtɔ. Yeah, wobɛte w'ani na ɔyɛ poultry, wobɛte w'ani na ɔyɛ bankyifo na ɔtɔn ma starch no yɛka ne sɛ bankye ne ma starch factory. Efuo nyinaa sisi efuo farmland nyinaa China foɔ ɔtɔ. Nti no ebusuafoɔ. Yeah.
Obi person of fire in normal class still in Africa.
Yeah. Me ba me behu China for how many to be frank omo ye nipa ba na me say eh then na ye I say
because me grow no me ento asase.
Yeah.
Ono no krom no me ento asase. Nti so obi a o ma wonto asase ono krom ni so ono to asase o krom.
Yeah.
So ono no bi so ni dia. Then you meet matter no dia. Na ono no dia watum. Ni krom o kaka akra ya. Na mo te na mo ba ji o mo so te se de o mo ne nyina e kroma. Mi wa ne krom ko a wonye. Ni ni wa bi. Na mpanyifo te na nko we ewura ba bia na matum adwem. The next 20 years. Tina beba.
Yeah. Next 20 years and 15 years because Mr. B o ko TikTok ya enkola ni e di omo yam si eh when na ye di omo ani be show mo say next 15 years o.
Enti na ya na wo se boda wuro no bia adwem ba no so so bi because all twen say aban ne be boda wuro a wo mo ada na wo so bugu ani busa ahoho to no ma afafa no ma bebre ni krom me de me ni problem e man a Africa is timi to bibi o timi be to bibi wa ba bi ono ato no krom so mo bi a meto hwe wo no ada no so man chance also be de wo so ye wa
on beto ha yeah
baby sasa boaza wo so ntimi nto
yeah
na ba ye ko foi daddy mo fa ho kura ye bibia akro mo ne o mebie mamo
yeah na wo kope eyi a asase ato omu bebobo ebo a wuntumi ntu ada ne ho ana China ne ebetua yeah
adwe no entie no ofom
yeah no omu dia mo ho
they said the okay no is very powerful statement what do you own? You don't own anything. So what are you owning in your own country?
Yeah. Yeah.
Until me
Because
say Ghana
times are
for
anybody
Ghana if I
anybody
would
were
wouldn't cry any 10 acres. Why
yeah.
you also crowd it to see any power 1 million no be about 10 acres. Yeah, the case here.
Yeah.
At least part of the land will be in our own hands.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
and ownership is
Hmm.
key.
So that in future, notice that you can one year you also cry now, you own it. Because why away we don't own anything. Oh yes, sorry, quite do my bed. No one no.
England
Yeah.
don't then assassin be man.
On yet. Or delete better so. But hey, almost Toma China for any Lebanese for no almost almost to. Until you ba na ya ba sa
Hey,
you
no,
know.
any information, no.
Mm,
I can tell you, what information who they effect to one so what on any sika.
yeah. Sad to be frank, me na me
He
ra ho kakra.
said that in Ghana for or my lawyers for China.
Mm.
Ghana maybe Africa Ghana maybe or a Chinese bar in the moon country.
Me ya sure say bi wo ho sa.
Say be hot there. Then also a question yes so the ABU. I may be ignorant, but also but I say our intellectuals or leadership, I say, oh nyashi. It is at the Papa Bia almost so many on big elections.
Yeah. We have to be intentional.
Yeah. Too loose.
Yeah, we have to be intentional.
How can foreigner come here? No, koto machines, no, they took galam say. Now to go. Now, we make to galam to Ghana. Now, also more soldier for more security. Why? To purchase a uncle for a more density security for Nina.
No.
What are you saying?
No. Omo yeah, Ghana the hospitality na welcoming na say but ade bi wo ho dia you fen dia grow.
The machine say unso kun say mo na hospitality. Where? We hospital was a gabe who say na mo na obugu so mo de mo here hospitality.
Yeah.
So come.
Yeah.
But it's we are not aware of a lot of things. That's the bottom line. And we think that the fact that the person has gone to school, just say training. That's our biggest problem. School does not train people to become leaders. They train people to write exam and pass and get certificate.
Yeah.
It's entirely different.
Yeah, you know, me hu na me ra ho but ye bende ye da was Mr. Obin.
I am pa anti topo to be go. Maria ho here. What we am for so
Yeah. Nti ebusuafo kakra bi a wo nsa beso bi su bi a you can betumi a start bibia kitwa bi na wo de call wanim no ye because we have to start to take in charge and yes yeti hwa na I say ya ye krom nso no oma beji aboso nti no mama ye nimbre and we have to be intentional. I say this year ni so intentional about it, be focused about it. And yeah, to get it.
Lebanese now no Japan. Ghana for the Japan.
Yeah, nibi. Yeah. I'm cut now 20 years. Yeah, cut now 20 years, 25 years. Yeah, nibi. Yeah, nibi wo.
Nibi any so no sunya bibi how bit matra but for say man very tough.
Yeah.
Unya, ebi asase kura se foreign beba o se ma bi 10 years. Because the chrome no ma bi.
Oh ma.
No bi a then it's okay and it's fair. You chrome for no ma o nto so obi wa ha no problem. Na o chrome o yentimi nware o ba na o ba ha be ware bi. No, it shouldn't be.
Na Mr. Obi omo kra nye adwuma bia na ombe bie ma watumi aye bi o. Even retail kra no nye ni nyina na obetumi aye bi wo China ho. But you see an omo ye bibia retail ni bibia wa ha.
Omo say walk over, you lose. They know it. And that is why we are against and that's why we talk against Nkofo Edomako School. Because they are the ones to stand in the gap and fight and protect us. But sadly, they don't.
Yeah.
They only look at their interests, their pockets. That's the first thing they look for, not the interest of the country. Not the interest, no training.
Yeah.
Not in the interest. Or head state institution. Or sign BB or being the everybody bottom. Yet, what is the effect of this on the nation? The next generation, what will happen? So this kind of going will be as you.
Yeah.
In
10 years, in 15 years. Yeah.
Yes. And Trenino or Hineno or Twassino into Tiabene, that was a what they want to be manisa.
Yeah.
But Ubenya crash of many a crash in Croatia debate pa or no, we should allow the investors, the foreigners, and I'm saying, I'm being shut up. I'm being what form. Because what Cusco baby as baby. Cusco yes baby or come bro for you say answer, but no, he doesn't care about his people and their future. Because the macro was school approach.
But and also no mu ye mu DCV omu abrochire kra ombeba fie. And look at 15, 20 years. Umeya na beba be hold positions. Oh.
No, omoje something about the school. Oh mau. You know what one na so no la pass one thing what easily go. But two fence are funny feel for security Ghana sikana. The decisions he makes them not in the interest of the country. It's sad.
Yeah,
a lot
it's
of
sad.
things that are going on. It shouldn't. They shouldn't happen. It's a foreigner to talk to a normal foreigner and maybe I know a beer shop or local shops in good because what they be why is the protection?
Yeah, because enyuma na ya maame mu ye tetete omo ton rubber ton paboa nneoma nkakra wo we omo de hwe. Yeah, omo de hwe ye no. Yeah, omo de hwe ye no sisi ade are collapsing it and it's gradual eba. Yeah. Obehu ya maame mu.
Where is the government?
Yeah. Yeah, and sisi awushe baby omo kona so they are taking the regional capitals and then they come to the towns and the cities. Sana omo ushe the way omo ye na. Oh, nti ye maame mu omo tonton rubber ni ntonsen wo kwa ho mu ni ade no.
Oh, so say unso asa unsa say unkofo ntimi nyemfu. Ibya die so omo die so a. Say
omo saje.
So what are you protecting for the so what should your people do? Go for them or somewhere.
Omo had you say abani yewi.
Abano one ya maybe the minimum there mean for me into a buy so enti.
Yeah.
Then you know will be able to be. At least the bit my protect
protected. Yeah.
Because it's I don't hear government officials talk about these things, whether it's MPP time or NDC time. They are busy looking for political power. That's all that is interested. They are interested. The interest and the protection of the people is not primary. It's not primary.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Anyway, easy. It has it.
Yeah. Mr. Bintino, Pacho, Ebesia, Betia, Entino. Yeah. Namia Doma, Echi, Pacho, Chia, Mrs. Ninkran, Mammy.
It has it. Yeah. Kojo, Casa Dominic.
Hello, Mr. Ove. Good morning. Good morning. Ajadi achimi wa ntino.
Yeah.
No, sir. That's a pass we my check. Metiwa. This is the first time I how to talk to you. Crowd on live show. Crowd to be hint. I should follow the link and get here. So I'm here. I'm very happy.
Okay.
First of all, I me trust me. I just I've read your books. BBA with the background.
Wow.
But now I want to be what they count network of business and the business Ghana because so I have things I may Ghana. Sometimes ni here ubia unim Obi a obewo field na me wo na ade na mpesa me ye ni bi no aba me ba ya na me nya bi. And also recently in madam for be your partner you person solve problem kese pa in the IT world war Africa. In fact, you person start if Ghana.
Okay.
You know, and as you saying here say that say industries, companies and businesses are more IT professionals are with me. Yeah, very happy to fund it. And also, but we want the expertise to come from Ghana. Yeah, maybe from other places, some Indian food near them, but we think they the back Ghana near start if we were yeah.
Okay.
And you know, you hear IT expert, app developers, and basically app developers and AI makers and that kind of thing to develop our app. Now, yeah, we topic then, I mean, every day your topic is amazing, honestly. I remember, say, a couple of years ago, say, who beside me say, business. I mean, there are some man I catch me who and say, I business. Yeah, business is not my thing. Yeah, I'm come school. I'm in paid man. Yeah, I'm in the school here. Could be Ghana. You know, I say UK. I'm my son could be waha. A masters and qualify me a pharmacist will room her. Misha, this is not the life I want. You know, I started looking for options, alternatives. Now, then I'm YouTube looking for information, Facebook. But sometimes the kind of information that you're looking for, I know now feed or YouTube. So all of a sudden, now I bump into your video about almost 2 years ago or YouTube. I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna near brand here, but no nyanza say, it didn't who be there. So then I started following you. I've been there every day at the background listening books, you know. Growth and other ones. I know in Tankai, the last time I went to the market, there were only 9. You know, 9. I got everything. I've read everything. Just let me send you the memory stock. But yeah, to say and say we need. I want to be part of the network.
Okay.
And also here Nipebia, you be collaborative yet. The friend of mine is in the media field and he's got a nice idea to solve one of the biggest problems, especially in the digital world. One time we had a seminar about, he said there's a spiritual world, there's a physical world, but there's a new world called a digital world. Called a digital world. So we've had an idea, a problem be a to solve one problem in that digital world, especially by benefiting Ghanaians and Africans. But to achieve that, you know, you hear IT experts. Nipa or my being or IT development, app development, ne computer mu. Be it a company near new. I'm a junior computer. I started from there. That is how we want to start.
I think so do number 12. For number 12.
Okay.
Then you see them.
Should I mean fan to chat in this one? I say.
No, just mention it. Say Obi was our expertise that.
Okay.
No message. Then you can.
Okay. Yeah. So Obi was our expertise now. Number in UK number +44 47. Sorry. Let me start. +44 79 47 156 181. +44 79 47 156 181.
Okay.
Yeah. I think say my partner no cry me the number man. No last time seminar na we me number bi was so na me the man I was say what try say or reach WhatsApp by or hi you also say hi to him then I'm say you're busy. You're always here there.
Did he state anything or he just say hi? He
said hi and I'm still introducing who now but I'm there. When I'm say I'll get in touch and when I get in touch I'll let him know. Until yeah. That's the thing. But I must say your teachings, my number one problem meaning that this information has to get through our education system. You've done a lot. Why you be but you have to find a way.
No, but
because
so I think if you want to use the government infrastructure, you just create enemies.
Are you going to let that stop you because you create enemies? You've done a lot.
No, you can get to where you want to go without necessarily using their route. Because there are a lot of stakers key stakeholders in our education. Not necessarily the Indian government, but all these people that they take money from. Whatever gets to our mind and what we are taught. We are not in charge of what we are taught in school. It should not lie to us. That's why we have very confused people.
Because, I mean,
maybe you have the answer. I don't have it. And I don't even have confidence in them like that. That's why.
How about private education system there? Almost where?
But they still under GS. They control them. I wouldn't say there's no way. But maybe say the decentralization of education and information, which technology, social media has brought, can reach to many people, and we institutionalize it our own way than trying to get it. What I say, because the moment they have to sanction and they have to tell you what to put in your book, it can't be your mind again.
It can't be, no.
There are a lot of history books Africans actually systematically. Those books were fought not to enter Africa. So in books that Dr. Nkrumah, they were banned, sanctioned. A lot of this history came. Those books were there. Videos on Kofuachre, particularly African Americans. Everything was done to make sure that they never get to us. That's why many of us in our 40s, 50s, 60s never knew such books were there.
I see.
So when you sit back, you say, no, there's been systemic, structured way to keep us in darkness. Anyway.
Okay, but
what is was it Brunica can come across a Bruni be cast and Papa cry for an microphone. So do you think there's a book that will help us? They will promote it?
No, I know they won't. Be fear, but they be a ban Tokwani here near the Krumaya who Africa and say, and yet, cry a warm and some more there be a menomoku. In some way, you catch them and I have to fight hard to say, me dilute your migraine with a yano correct. Yano correct. Me the bag and Yamuka bisa or Debbie.
When you brony, when you say the color in your brony, but not any brony.
Yeah. And then I'm also
to British and American education, not the AK. When you had the AK, I'm telling you, you mean I wouldn't take on how I didn't back of British school or didn't call American school. There's no way all respect man the AK. Don't want no brow of a hobby. Lawyer or a professor. The Marco School America, that's it. He doesn't care.
I see. That's it. Messaging there.
Promoting not sorry doctrine.
Some papa now can.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yes, that's the truth.
Network and we hear me pa. I want to be.
Send me a message, please.
Mante.
So I Kojoni Dominic, right?
Okay. Yeah. May I send the number account?
Yes, sir.
May be good chat in the Musisia. Why?
Send me private message on my
private message. Okay. I will. My message. I will WhatsApp. Mate. Okay. That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Right. Bye. For baby casa.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah, Bishop.
I have for TVC was say education. It's easy. It's easy. That's another topic I would my topology. Topology there. Come here say you. Matthew. We need PP you are. Topology is okay, but so you see can a lack of vision or purpose. I shall you move be honor. You need to say now can you need BBR to say. Obi okra information onim sese wo so timi kra tena se na o hihye ne life. You move be bree you nim sa de no. You know, ti o sha disconnected space of lack. Continuity ni ho. You know, sana chisama for the aya. Obi be 50. No nim sese say free bi kra se o so timi be kra we budget and so goals or setting up goals near there. Na say de ni na be de timi be kra to say you were be be kai. Ya kra dey struggle wo survival mood e da ko dream dey wo survival mood e be da ko dream dey obetimi dey e dey achieve for one mu kra wo struggle, you know. But I was summing up with this initiative. We say whatever it is, you was said there, and yet government not said there, and you will do be movie. Ya kind of say help Mahama, we be movie. You know. But so I want not say one she puts on your man say wow was said there, and yet we've been a kind. Now saying yes information we should not one find near Juma. Wow was sema. Argument for any argument because they're like a break. You can go through them, you know. Yeah. Also, I am dream. Say it's any man in no nyansa chen o na why na kusku on a camera of camera of, you know. So you say growing up no. I always be John or we say on nyansa. And I have card bro for you anybody if you say Britain for bro for say US for bro for don't quite in the answer. You know, just what cabro for na yeah can do be any answer unless we say. But meanwhile you know they said they all can, you know, education the and who and education also to solve problems. And so and yes and my that's the be so the you know topics about a boy. But my question is that topology they were life which is come out to they don't be away. But I mean, so you see running we share the same thing as sanity, you know, sanity. And they make a sense, it's a time so cool. I'm for a it's not so yeah, this is so what your friend is saying. The friend say I was seminar, an online seminar in Basso, you know, from diaspora to homeland, you know, connecting people for business, Ghanaians especially, you know, through that it became a legacy. So what's here, you know, and I'm say program may can be about how a man for statistical in same say I don't did you cry example. You can see say people are now it's not about just the money, it's about the growth, the impact. I'm not full focus. So we share your guys now. They say we focus on sanya man cry more. You know, we share kwesi can come. Just say more nemo more yomo chenko for dear. I'm not for from for questions. Ni sanya man you know. Because I grow. But ni na legacy ni na because we try so we try. Now we see a connection in here. A very key. Seminars be say you know. The connections in here. I'm not for come on I'm not for businesses or more. I'm out for so many things. So in the end, darling, night 7 p.m. Ghana time, 3 p.m. US Eastern time. And darling, so we made the my dear sana. Shama Marima and a chase so a chai bishia. Charlie, the bishia munina china mundalim, the bishia munina china, a friend say online seminar. But make a beam. Me say topology, math, and then the BPA bravo.
Life is mathematics.
And it just said math is everything.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, come on, I mean, I'd mention.
Thank you. All right. Where's it, Gaza? Is it also?
Yeah, legend. It's how we be.
Yes,
We did. What you say?
No, Gaza.
Yeah, okay. We did. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Sana, young kola. Mama no be better, my dear. So me that's it. Na omni say anwumre me ne opanyin bi echia na ne edi nkomo na asɛm a ɛyɛ nyinaa ɛta edi ho abobo ha yi Ghana fo nka no korɛ obia ɔyɛ auditor panyin pa ɔyɛ chartered accountant ɛna wakɔ retirement ɛna me say na die nti na ofii sɛ ɛte saa ɔsɛ yɛ suban no no na me say nti ofii sɛ ɛfiri he ɛna bɛyɛ saa first no na ɛte saa after the I say me put two questions to do. Say and then akaye ho saa na tie na me say na unyi ni say bibi nti na one is abanisa. O say David ye de nature ana me say nya no kure. Ya na nanom no mo nte saa na me say hwe abronsan ya sisi krom ha. O fi say saa na mo ye ya nti ngo mutimi sisi abronsan no. Ya na nanom omumfu na omudisi abronsan no. Na mfu no kwan be na na omfa so omoye no na ye nobo a enti na ente sa yentimi nkan ho mbom nya hwe me ye active service obekọ de tfm bi na sika die basa na me say enye ya yentiti ye mu from na me say from ye primary school ene ye kg akola na ye kire o say obedi first o sua de ana wo ye exams I was all doing sakata o de so na be ya onko bitwa but ni o this education ne bre no so ko no ente sa junim sa na me say education ne religion na me say nti u fi say sa time ane no na no so ma boso no na obi betimi de asokra kutu nzuom say me tu anwea o nzuom o say dabi one hwan na me say aha nti dia na ama na asesa nti afi papa panyin a obro 60 years na me na me kire na de me ne kan duru point bi ma no be tie no ho ase a na me say phone ye kura wi so ye wa adwen say o panyin nti a yes ne ya obehu nti wonko YouTube na me man assignment na ja me de me ja no nti legend ye de ne be kan na say ye da ase because enye easy sa nim de we no e makeke say wansua na wanhwehwe a onhu emfa ho ne mfie a wadi emfa ho ne wadi kesi emfa ho ne ba bia wa ye adwuma akoduru onhu nti emu bi de aseda ne de be ma na me ka say na say no ne say sa ban no esesa ne ma na me say aban dimension sa hwe wo banana no nyina nti hyase firi wabusuam hyase firi wo ma so office o ma na nyini na ntumi control ma ona na no mo nti asede nti yedie ne say watumi amu bi asesa na adwen na omo obi age ne ho adi na omo obi ahu say tebia no wo mu no obetumi asesa na tebia ono a o hyase so o ye niema bi a o hyase so o penim de foforo de aka nanim de ho a obetumi asesa am ka kire ne say asema me ne wo kan komo aye di enye book bia na kire me but me ana me hwehwe na mahu nti wonso so obetumi ahwehwe se o mane ona na anom so o mo so hwehwe na o mo so hwehwe a o mo so be nti asodi se kakra ye sisi say me SS we we school 2 ana ma form me ne o mo ye adwuma to say applications egu ye chi anya de ketwa 3 days ago for Monday so ana me boss baako general offer me say anopa tutu Monday anopa de no we busy Monday anopa jo offer me anopa na say na Monday anopa offer me de me yan wase no so nya bibia na applications abegu ya Is over funny penny man. So, and yin I said it. No nipanos o form one unwe. Now say, would it be deal mumu? More almost tell us. More almost huni echo. And nipano be free in chaya corner. No, no, so when you name the F bi, then a near bio can be so. Na sɛ no ɔyɛ ne nneɛma first no na ɔnyɛ ne saa bie nti me feel sɛ yɛdie no ne sɛ wayɛ na so afoforo so maame baako a na ɔwɔ kurom ha last year ɔtɔ ceilings bɛɛ 200 ɔtɔ mango ceilings 200 firi me hɔ this year ɔtɔ 400 nansen a mekɔɔ baabi a ɔte ɛna man bi ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ ei o maame na wu ɔnam sɛ ɔyɛ dɛn ɔse ɔsan kɔ no Holland Wasanko Holland oko chesi ni pension benefit. Oko chesi ya wa mabiem. Obetena Ghana ha che ni nti yema. Oko ye na ya kwa akọbọ na akọ. So say the bra obre nyina kwa watena so many years. Hello.
Also.
Okay, na me njo ngan na visa line no aja. Watena so many years. Oba ya sati so ya fu ukwa utimu se obre wanyi or more than 60 years. But no, you're not there kakra. Tibi na me ni di nkomo mre bi no yehu ya nke betena Ghana hantem se say ya adwuma ya emre. Se say was start ya o ya fu. But obi ka kire me say asase na o ya so adwuma no na abusuafo akunu na me say nya no kra. Bre na wa bre. Na bra bo no the active life ni nyina no de akwakoso mo ba bi. O ya adwuma na nke o so twa so bantem. E betera no kuro. Se na ni ba no so wanyi ntiti bre nti we nyina no ena mama hu se da bia na ye kan de but woni panyin ati sei asia obi a wako school chartered accountant a wasɛbo akɔ retirement a wabɛtena ne kuro mu de ka me hwehwɛ sɛ nko onim saa de we nyina so onim a ɔno de da ne tim sɛ Ghana for de ɔmuntumi nka mo mu nya adwuma ɔmo yɛ adwuma na we afa sika de kodi na we ayi sei ohwe ɔmo books mu a pɔtɔ but ɛwɔ baabi efiri ɛwɔ asekyerɛ ndi sɛ wanhwehwɛ saa nimdeɛ na wɔn nso so saa na ɛda so tim na afei ɔmba na ɔnananom na ɛkɔ but ohu na ɔhwehwɛ a obohu kwa bɛfa so abɛtete ɔmba wotete ɔmba no so wode saa suma no so dua nkwara no mu a ɔmo nso so nyini na ɔmo so wo ɔmo mma ɔmo nso so de bɛtoa so na afei nyinaa yɛ sesa nti until sɛ yɛn nso yɛbɛfa ato yɛn ho so sɛ yɛn nso so yɛbɛyɛ afa mu deɛ no situation ntimi nsesa suban no nsesa nti legend yɛda ase yɛn nso so kakra da bia meka me sɛ yɛn deɛ yɛn mu bi deɛ afa ato yɛn ho so sɛ ɔmo a ɔmo wɔ yɛn circles mu deɛ fa ana kakra yɛbɛtumi ayɛ de aboa no yɛn nso yɛbɛtumi yɛbɛyɛ nti yɛahyɛ ase yɛ YouTube page yɛgu so kakra yɛyɛ yɛnim sɛ sɛnea da biara meka no nimdeɛ no ɛwɔ hɔ na mmom environment no social network environment ne deɛ yɛnya deɛ nti yɛgu so a yɛsua nti sɛ video no anyɛ fa ɛyɛ atiefoɔ anaa ahwɛfoɔ mfa nkyɛ yɛ improve ɛsi akora mɛbrɛ a wife afrɛ me sɛ watɔ studio cameras a wɔde amane a wasɛnde me contact ne nyinaa sɛ Maryland ɔhwɛ ɔ sɛ ma yɛ adeɛ paa nti ɔbrɛ me studio light sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɔhu sɛ background no problems ɔnam so yɛ sɛ nokorɛ but ɛwɔ sɛ me starte mini studio mini light me solar lamp koraa na meyusu ɛde ɛbrakye sɛ ɛnyɛ saa because ɔyusu ordinary light a na w'anim background ne nyinaa yɛ sum nti me solar lamp na mde ato me so na yɛkɔ because we need to get it out mfo kakra na ɛwɔ yɛ mu no information na yɛnim no ɛwɔ sɛ nipa nyinaa timite sɛ nipa nyinaa koraa nte na ɔmo hwehwɛ no ɛfiri sɛ legend wodie nea wohu yɛ ne nea wosua hunu no a wɔyi woka sɛ na wo nko ara de tena ɔbaa bi a menyɛ sure sɛ nka yɛ nyinaa yɛbɛnya ho adesua bia ana maame no so a ɔfrɛ me no mesrɛ atiefo mi sɛ me de to page no so ebi ma frɛ anti-tv frɛ ma me nim sɛ ne akɔ akɔsi deɛ but mo a mo yɛ ntade ho adwuma no mo tɔn ntade ne ntade sɛm no mo nim sɛ ne esi ɛkɔ no no mo mo ara na ɔn de ɔyɛ na adwen sɛ nyɛ ɔbɛn daako ɛho nipa paa deɛ na container nsi o nti na asɛm no ayɛ critical nti yɛbɛsrɛ mo a mo ho nim deɛ no mo mo ara na ɔntumi ntɔn ne nneɛma no na asomdwe ɛmbra nti yɛbɛda ase me YouTube page no so yɛ danso kwasi no ana ɛwɔ hɔ ɛna WhatsApp group no nso yɛgu so ɛno nso yɛ 0200 348 748 0200 348 748 ɛna Facebook so yɛ danso kwasi Frederick nti obi a ɔpɛ sɛ osua adeɛ yɛde ɛkua adwuma ho adesua course no so deɛ ɛnya bebree paa na yɛnya a yɛntumi afa biara no yɛsan return it na I'm sɛ feedback no yɛ good ɛna madamfo bi a mete ne nka kyɛ paa ɔno nso so wakɔ Oxford akɔ wie Cambridge mu nyinaa ne ɔfrɛ me anɔpa yi sɛ ɔno nso so ahu na ɔno nso so ɛwɔ so ɔyɛ bi wasɛ ma motivate no ɔno nso so onim bebree ɔyɛ learned menim sɛ ɔyɛ krakye ne kɛseɛ paa but ɔno nso nim ka sɛ sɛ ɔso nimdeɛ no a ɔwɔ no nso so hyɛ wo deɛ my entertainment football ne asa no nko an take over yɛma nneɛma a ɛbɛma yɛn nkurɔfoɔ so abrabɔ mu asesa mpuntu abɔ ɔmo abrɛ ɔmo make real wealth and a positive impact no yɛma yɛn no nso so nkɔ yɛn internet no so na afoforɔ nso so ɛnyɛ bi so mfa so na buklɔn no yɛntwa so kakra nti legend yɛbɛda ase na yɛaka sɛ afoforɔ so sɛnea wɔn nso so ne yɛkyɛɛ yɛn afoforɔ so ne yɛnkyɛ ɔmo nso so nimdeɛ ɔmo wɔ mede yɛmɛnya nka obiara kakra bi obiara nimdeɛ bi obiara yɛmflade no ɔwɔ internet no so te sɛ ɛnnɛ metie ma subscribe to ɔbɛnfo that ma subscribe to the channel na metie no paa matie ne videos bebree ɔbɔ adwuma nti ɔte me nka mehyɛ no nkuran sɛ yɛn nso so yɛdi nanamo akyi kakra ɛne Mr. Awuni ne Mr. Ampadu ne man yɛ ɔwɔ Tamale metie ne nka kyɛ menim sɛ biribiara yɛ okay deɛ a nti sɛ ɔmo nso te yɛn nka a ɛmi sɛ yɛkyerɛ ɔmo nyinaa hello legend hello hello
Was he? Hello? Was he what the maker?
Me too. Come the line of freeze here.
I drop it.
That's it. Yo, now me say me tell Mr. Ampadun can't it. On Habib.
Yeah.
Maybe say yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me catch it. Habib dem one number. Me say Mr. Ampadun am in number. Tim try say me friend.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
It's your okay.
All right.
Bye.
It was about it was here, and there will be us. And into a seminar and Mr. Buffy, who are which I percent maybe you have quite a buffer so I won't go for me. A beginner. Until there will be us. It didn't come no better. The member at the park. And Jay, there will be us.